Alright, how about a blast from the very recent past for me, as I say. Hello to whosoever may be receiving this message, and hello to the world. Welcome to whosoever may be receiving this message. I guess I always say, but yes. Time for me to do a very sort of out of line with the schedule that I usually, or that I have come to adopt in recent times, stream. Mostly due to the fact that if I aimed to do this stream at a later time today, which is probably what I should have tried to do yesterday, but even if I had, you know, been able to start this stream at this time yesterday and tell you the same thing, I would basically just end up having to tell you that. All because of the fugaciousness, the futility, the... I don't know. Complete lack of ability to come up with an appropriate instance of vocabulary to describe the fleeting state of my brain. Had I been able to try this, even at this time yesterday, I think I seem to have been completely sapped of energy due to the fact that I had been eradicating in consciousness since just before midnight at that time, and while the situation today is not quite as dire, it's, I think, still warranted for me to be doing this at this time and not attempt it at a later time, because I suspect that at that point it will be rendered pretty much impossible, but yes. So the too long didn't listen to my unnecessary long-winded explanation for that is basically my sleep cycle is shot, and if I don't do this now, I'll probably be asleep at the time that I usually do the stream, so yes, we're doing this now because, like I said, I do want to kind of hustle and get through the plot of this game at least. I know I can enunciate. I was actually doing some recordings earlier, and by earlier I mean at like 5 AM my time. I can totally do this, but yes, before the end of the week, so that I can do something different at the start of the next week, and also resume, I don't know about resuming Morrowind right away, because presumably I would be like temporarily alternating between the thing that I want to begin with. Oh yeah, this, I didn't reset this, I can do it now, there we go. Alternate between the thing that I want to begin next week and the remainder of Paper Mario, which at that point it would just be me chasing the 100%, which shouldn't be an awful lot, but should still probably take a bit of a while. I don't know, I might even get to the point that I want to do like something self-stream, but for now, why don't we actually get this started? Let me see. It's time for me to very slightly have contact with the cable. The sheer density of crap that's in my workspace here, /streaming space / where I spend most of the time. Just causes things to come tumbling down in the delicate imbalance that they have. Okay, let me see. For me to switch the video stuff so that I can actually see what's happening. Also finally have the, well, let's see, it shouldn't be visible to you yet either, I don't think. There we go. Now it is. Yeah, sure, hope that's properly synchronized. Straight into it. And also see if I can hit the pause button on the, yeah, there we go, the player before it goes to the next song, which is perfect timing for that since it was actually just fading out. There we go. It's time for me to go ahead and continue with this false hardware thing that I have. I mean, technically real hardware, even though it's not like a native GameCube thing. It's the GameCube emulation thing that's within the Wii, but that does in fact run off of the real GameCube hardware that is the disc, so I am at least, I don't know, in the majority of correctness when I say something like that. And indicate this being real hardware, but yes, come on. I thought that this screen would like fade out by itself after a few seconds, but I guess not. It's not like the actual, I don't know, Wii intro screen. Also, because this is during the daytime, before or right as the sun hits its apex in the sky, I guess I could say. Hold on. I see that we're not getting any sound, which means I need to cycle this for a second. Hold on. Do that, and then do that, and then that should work. Here we go. Let me just reset this through real quick just to make sure that's gonna be fine, and here we are. But yes, since it is actually during the daytime and before the evening, there might be liable to be like very loud construction-related sounds, or who the fuck knows even what renovation-related sounds coming from the distance, and possibly more aircraft echoes, which I honestly don't think there have been that many of in I don't know, streams I've done for a while, but we do get those from time to time, but I'm pretty sure that because of the time of day, like I said, we're more liable to get them. But we'll just see how that goes. Let's see. Did get Hammerman, but I guess we still don't have Jumpman, and Over Shroom is something that this guy sells here, I guess. And Dry Shroom, which is just a completely worthless item, but who knows, this might actually be a place where he technically sells it at the cheapest. I'm pretty sure you can buy that from shops elsewhere, or just get it as a random drop elsewhere. And I know for a fact that you can get it as like, what is it? Oh, excuse me, what? That's been there the whole time? What? I was there the whole time and I didn't know about it. Even though I thought that we had completely cleaned out all the treasure in this place. I guess now we have. That was completely freaking coincidence, but yes. Also got like a new badge, didn't we? At the end of the previous, yeah, damage dodge. I don't know. I guess we can swap out Sap-Tap for damage dodge. Sap-Tap was one of the ones that we got from the pit of 100 trials. We did get to the 50th floor in that at the end of the previous stream, specifically because I wanted the strange sack, which lets you carry twice as many items, but now that we've got it, I don't know. Is there any bad swaps that we might want to have? D down, pretty lucky up here. Anything that like costs 1 point that we might want to equip. Maybe ice power, but I don't know. I think we're gonna need ice power for the place we're going. If anything, we'll need firepower or something like that. But we do have spike shield. I don't even remember where we got this. I think I don't remember if it was from the pit or if it was from like somewhere down in the sewers, like a specific treasure place. I think it was. It was actually the room with all the spikes that you need Vivian to traverse. That's where we got it. So that makes sense. But I'm kind of wondering if we're gonna want anything more to equip that only costs 1 BP. What do we have equipped actually? Is there anything that we can actually prescind with? Because there's a couple of other badges that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want to equip soon. Maybe I should actually like, you know, get a permanent HP upgrade so that I can equip that HP plus down there. That would probably be nice. I mean, I do aim to, you know, get as much BP as possible so that I can make myself as OP as possible, because I have 2 damage dodge now, I hadn't even realized. Maybe I can actually do away with one of those depending on the situation. Probably won't, but maybe I can, well, as we know, the badges are basically the way that you make yourself OP in these games, so that's I guess the main thing I do would want to aim for as far as stuff that you get when you level up. But I mean, we've already gotten to fucking A-list star rank, which is pretty far along in the game. We're level, what, 20? Yeah, level 20. I guess we're just gonna go over to the plot pipe for now. We are told that we need to go to Far Outpost, and we're told that there's like a hidden pipe, and we already found the pipe, so let's just go through the motions and keep going over there for now. You know, let's actually advance the story. Definitely a taboo thing when it comes to JRPGs. Let you explore a lot. We'll be right over there, which means we do need the Yoshi jump to actually make it through, but we have actually taken a very brief foray into this into the place that's beyond here once, but I guess only now does it actually count towards the plot progression of that pipe journey. But here we go. I guess this time we don't have to just wander around for a whole 2 hours before we actually get the chapter start screen, unlike pretty much every other time that I've streamed this game. Here we go, chapter 7, Mario Shoots the Moon. Which is actually our second visit to, I was about to say Shiver Snowfield, but I'm pretty sure that's in the first Paper Mario. What is this place called? Like an official name for this place other than the snow area before Far Outpost, because I'm pretty sure that's where we're headed. Here. I guess I'm here now, but I'm like not seeing any specific spots on the map that tell me that this area has a specific name, but I'm pretty sure we also already titled like the ice puffs and the frost piranhas that are here, so let me see. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a better option that I have for actually taking them on right now. Ooh. Okay, let's see if that counted as a spin jump or not. Ooh. Oh, I missed the action command on that one, but... Also don't have sapped up anymore, but I do have the thing that I ended up subbing it out for, which was the extra damage dodge, so... If, you know, big if I can pull off the regular guards, I should be protected from damage than usual, I guess. And I do have the spike shield still. I don't think I'm gonna take that off again, ever, pretty much. Actually really useful. Oh, I should be able to do a little bit of extra damage against the piranha plants in this screen. But for now it does look like we'll be getting a little bit of extra XP. Ooh, speaking of the piranha plants, there's one of them now. Ooh. And they do that weird thing where they teleport like just to the side of where you are, so that it's a little bit tricky to actually hit them with your jump, but not quite impossible. Right here, but sure that we'll have to at least tank one attack from them, but we should be able to kill one of them in one turn because of the ludicrous amount of attack power that we have for just a basic jump now, and the fact that we can actually use that jump. Ooh, right there, I totally missed the freaking the damage dodge, but I guess I could swap out a couple of the damage dodges that I have equipped right now and just put them in an extra base defense. That would probably be a better idea, honestly. That actually would have been a better idea right there. I think I'm gonna do that right now, as a matter of fact. Let's do it. I should have one extra damage, not damage dodge, but straight up defense up edge. Here's somewhere. Where's the other damage dodge? Here. Take that off and take that off and put on... I have that Defend Plus, that's the one I was thinking of. I have Defend Plus P, but I thought that I also had one more Defend Plus regular. Let's see. Hold on. Oh yeah, there it is, it's right at the bottom. I didn't see it at first. I also use Defend Plus P, but I guess we can wait a little bit longer for that. Okay, we didn't actually go into this screen, so... For this run, everything after this point is technically the first time. I can totally see my breath, must be really cold there. Robin or Warren, please, so this is totally new to me. I bet it is, but... I think, much like in Paper Mario 1, we're pretty much getting to the point here where the scriptwriters are just basically saying, I can't believe you're still titling every screen, what are you doing? I'm just gonna, like, put as generic dialogue as possible on each and every one of these screens, just so I can have the, can basically chastise you for making me write more and more of these. Also, I guess we're just gonna have Bobby go first so that we can clear out the fog, which, oh, I hate anyway, because that is something that I've noticed that, like, explosion-based attacks do clear out the fog when it comes out, so that I can actually guarantee that my next strike will hit. 5 star points. Was that from 2 enemies? I think that was from 2 enemies, yeah. That was a puff and a piranha plant, so it's not quite to the point that we're gonna get 5 star points from a single piranha plant. That would actually be quite a lot, even for this point in the game. But also just because of the adaptive, you know, XP gain that you get in this. Oh gee, this could actually be bad news. This might be a good time for me to try out the star power that we got from the previous chapter, Showstopper. When successful, defeats your enemy with a single blow, so it's pretty much the same as the star power from the first game, where it's like turns your... ooh, we got a point swap. I didn't even realize what was going on, because I guess we're gonna stay out here on the screen until we actually are about to do the thing, but I'll just do it. Like the star power in Paper Mario 1, where it just turns your enemies into stars and they fly away, but you don't actually get any points from that, I don't think. Yeah, you're straight up guaranteed to not get anything when you do that. Did we get it? Oh, yeah, I guess we did get it the best that it could have been, so let's see if it works. from what I've seen, when you hit your enemies with this deck in this game, they do actually drop experience, so yeah, there we go. Free 12 points, and that's one more level up for us. I think we're gonna just go straight into putting that into BP. I was saying a while ago how maybe I would actually prefer to put that into, oh shit, there's more of these fucking piranha plants looking for my ass over here. Yeah, give me that coin. I am entitled to it. Well, even with a regular jump I should be able to, you know, one-shot these guys, but not for the love of fuck. Why does that have to happen when it's our turn and not when it's the enemy's turn? Consider that fucking stuff, which, you know, doesn't kill it, but at least it will die in the next round, that's a promise. Or not the next round, but just the next turn. There we go. Still getting pretty decent experience from this region at least. So we'll try to just keep on picking fights as long as everything gives at least 2 experience points, I think. Oh, HP plus P as well. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that HP plus P is the only way to get your partner's health above a certain point. Because the only way for them to get, like, quote-unquote natural progression upgrades is just by freaking, what do you call it, by getting the partner upgrades from Merlin, basically. Oh, here we are. We made it to the actual town, so yeah, I guess the snowfield that's over there to the left is just generic unnamed Bob-omb snowfield. Don't really see what else you would call it. Oh, this is Far Outpost. Wonder where the cannon that shoots to the moon is. Oh, I wonder. I should start by talking to the villagers, don't you think? Well, let's get the other title for this place. It's part of Far Outpost. It's a village full of Bob-ombs. How do they survive out in this cold anyway? Don't their fuses freeze off? I think these people would be bitter living, but they all look just fine. Bitter living here, is that what you just said, though? Can't resent that association. What makes you think that the cold would actually make a person frigid? I quite like the cold, I'll have you. Let's see if there's anything else on this screen. Apparently that was literally the only treasure, so I keep finding the thing just before... Well, finding things that are literally the only treasure on the screen just before I decide to scan for more. Well, let's get a read on the people here. This is Rob of Far Outpost. He can judge personality by a person's facial hair. So, never heard of that sort of talent personally, but I guess we can actually take advantage of that here. Welcome to Far Outpost. That is quite good lip warmer you have got. Okay, and now I'll give you my special master's view in personality analysis, da. Da. I've got it now. A pushy broom means that you're stubborn and selfish. So how did I do? I do not protest, I know. No one likes to admit their faults. Well, I mean, depending on how meta you want that commentary to go, I suppose that's entirely off the mark. Let's see what this guy here has to say, though. Knob of Far Outpost. Frank and refreshing little guy, huh? Just struck me that only Bob-ombs live here, huh? Think that, snob. What are you trying to say about? This is Bob-omb village, the Bluey. There's nothing here, the Blamo, as you can see, even though there's clearly stuff here. And I guess there must be stuff here for these people to be living here, but... Well, here's Fred. Not very freaky for a Fred, though. Oh boy, is that a sly cartoon reference, I spy? I wonder. Not all Freds are freaky news to me. Okay, that just makes me wonder what that said in the Japanese script, because I'm pretty sure they must have changed that. But well, here we go. Hello, traveler. First time in Far Outpost, Kabui. Kabui. Wouldn't that be Kablooey? Hello, whatever. What? Far Outpost cannon. Ah, I apologize for that. No, just had destruction. Just nothing, Kapaui. But he still doesn't really tell us anything, so... This seems to be locked, though. Still, this is, I suppose, only one screen of the town. Let's look over here. That's a Far Outpost Bob-omb. Not clothes, but do they mind the snow? No. I don't really know what their physiological makeup is like. I grew up in a warm place, so this is like an icebox for me. Achoo. Oh, poor little you. Snow is rare for you, Bakak. In Far Outpost it falls all year around, Babang. Oh, that sounds really nice then. I like watching it shining glow of sunset, but boomer. what about these people? They don't really seem like they're dressed a little differently than they were before, but I do feel like they're shooting out little puffs of breath every so often. These are the Traveling Sisters 3. I'm pretty sure they're probably still gonna be exactly the same as every other time that we've seen them, so... the Chilly Wanderers, the Traveling Sisters 3. We came to Far Outpost for the skiing and ice skating, but there's nothing here. It's cold, it's too cold. Maybe we should have at least checked the guidebook before we came here. Yeah, I mean... Here's going to a very, very small cold place with not really any... Not just a cold place, but just any place in any weather. A very small place with nothing really to do or see. That'd be a mistake. But just because the place is cold doesn't mean that it's inherently a bad idea to be there. Says I. Yeah, but care of cold places, because it is terrible. Cold is something that you can defend against a lot better. You things cope with. But here we go, I guess this is downtown Far Outpost, or is it close to it as we can get. There's a shop and an inn here, so that's something. They have a huge kind of like monument over there too, very Bob-Amish. Yes, the cannon is supposed to... Well, I don't know if it's supposed to resemble anything, but it kind of reminds me of the Bill Blasters from this very game, and also from... I don't know. It kind of makes me think back to the cannons from Mario 64, but maybe that's just me. Well, here's Gob. He says he wants to get bigger. Pal, I know what you're saying. He built that snowball just to show how big he wants to grow. Now that's big. Not that big, but... Make big snowball today. Maybe I am as big as him someday, Papawi. But I do not want the melting to happen to me, Papoon. Well... Yeah, it's, there's the rub, isn't it? Actually, no. Okay. And, shit, now I'm trying to figure out if that would be a grammatically sound series of words to declare. There's the rub, isn't it? There is the rub. Rub is there, is it not? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that isn't it would be, because I was for a second confused to see if it would be that or if it would be there, but... I guess isn't there could still theoretically work, but I'm pretty sure that in the context that I'm using it would have to be, isn't it, foremost. I don't know, man. Blame Shakespeare, but anyway. Snowman igloos, snow fights. Duh, all good. Snow gets boring sometimes, shaboom. Well, speak for yourself. Kinda sick of playing in the snow, I think. I'm sure he'd have fun if you took him to Kilhawkey or Glitzville, you know. I'm pretty sure that that wouldn't apply to me, like I said, I'm very biased, but... Which I'm sure you've never have guessed. You never have guessed from the way I'm talking about. Hello, there's something back there. Is that an ink coupon? That is indeed an ink coupon. I was just hoarding those the entire game because I want to use them at the fucking Glitzville in Poshley Heights, but I guess it's not really that big of a deal in the end. But here we are. I gotta hand it to this guy to come out to even this forsaken place. Talk about totally tenacious. This dude is serious. Monsieur Lestage, I have tried too many times to talk to the girl in the inn and she kicked me out. Well, and I must use the heat of my feelings to melt the snow. Yeah, that'll work. I sure do wonder if the girl in the inn is... Yep, she's also a bomb, wouldn't you know it? Well, I'm not surprised. That's the innkeeper. Hard to tell with bob-ombs, but I think it's a female. Well, if only there was some kind of convenient tertiary thing to let me know that that was the case. Well, you get tired around here, definitely swing by this place to rest up. Doubt they'll have trouble finding an empty room. I mean, we are in the sticks. Well, I mean, maybe they will, considering that apparently it is only one room. You never know when somebody else is gonna show up, but yeah. 15 coins, I think. We don't really need this right now, though. Let's see, after we grab like that hidden item, also shines bright. Is there anything else in here? Yeah, apparently. I think there might be like a star piece panel. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Now that we have this hammer, I was gonna say that we have the hammer. We should be able to just hammer the ground and make it pop out, but I guess not. Guess they actually took that out of this game, because I'm pretty sure that we did see multiple times that that was the case with Mario 1. We can do in that game. I wonder why they changed it. Would have been more convenient. It's like being able to break the pots with your sword in Zelda, but oh, there's something else in here. What else could be left? Let's check behind the staircase here. Good. We passed it already? Yes, we did. sure we're on the right thing. Does it have something to do with where this guy is standing? I wonder. Let's keep talking to people here. Swab. He's the type of guy that just says whatever he's thinking, you know? I kinda like people like that. Well, let's see what he does say. I know nothing, Sir Boy. I know nothing about big bomb cannons, assume. Well, that's very helpful. Yeah, apparently there's a secret left right around here. I wonder if it's gonna be like a headbug or what. Like, something that this dude is somehow preventing me from finding. Wouldn't that be something? Maybe it's something in like one of the buildings. Like in the shop. Wouldn't that be a true surprise? Well, let's title the shop owner, why not? The manager of Northwind Smart. You can buy and sell items here. Can we just hang out in here until my nose thaws out? Well, no. I mean, I can kind of relate to that feeling, but I don't think I've honestly felt like that ever since I was a kid. Like out in the cold. And it wasn't even in an actually cold place, because I didn't grow up in a cold place. I grew up in well, pretty much the same place that I live now, which is an annoyingly temperate weathered place. That's the word I was looking for. Temperate. Where else my mind was trying to take that. Also, I guess we were living out that star piece that was in there, yeah. Oh, there isn't anything left. So let's finish talking to the people here. He seems to be working on something tough. It would be nice to lie in the falling snow and think things over carefully. Literally, you were just fucking talking about how the snow sucks and you need to warm up, and now you're talking about how nice it is to sit in the snow. You make up your mind, but anyway. Looking at the sky, night sky makes me feel vastness of space, lots of space baboon. I guess that would be a bit easier to notice in a place like this, super remote. Is he digging down into the snow like that? I don't know. Maybe he's just a deep guy. Yeah, maybe. We can find out right now. It is so peaceful, Waboom. Our outpost is a nice restful place for Plume. Yeah, they pretty much all say the same thing. It kind of makes me wonder why they just, like, so many more trash mouth kind of NPCs in here. But here's the mayor of our outpost. Doesn't seem too interested in welcoming us. Maybe bombs are like some super closed-off society or something. Well, apparently this one is. What business do you have here? What? A cannon? Oh, there's a cannon right there. Even though I'm about to tell you that no such thing is here. Listen, we definitely heard there was a cannon around here. What do you want me to say? We do not have one. Not even the one that's very visibly in the center of town right there. What are you talking about? Did I not tell you we have no silly cannon? Oh hey, apparently we have no cannon. Apparently our indication here was just completely fruitless and we should just give up at this point. Or maybe we gotta talk to, I don't know, see what this guy has to say now. He knows nothing about a big bomb cannon. We kind of established that, so yeah. I don't think any of the other people say anything different. I tell you have no silly cannon. Actually, hold on a second. Maybe what we should be doing, I don't actually remember if this is actually the right choice, but maybe we should appeal to him with one of his own here. Did I not tell you we have no silly cannon? Oh no, Bobbery comes forward and says, now listen here, you the mayor, how can an official like you lie that way? Oh boy, I know I saw a cannon the last time I was here, so do not lie, sir. Shush, you call yourself a bomb. I spit at you. No rules. There is to be no mention of cannon to non-bombs. No mention. We must not allow it to be used for evil. I guess we're pretty much just completely dropping the facade now. Of course I know all that, you great blowherd. But we must use that cannon to get to the moon, old boy. And if we don't, sir, the world could end. Oh, world could end. Well, we cannot have that now. Still, you cannot use cannon right now because of certain circumstances. Circumstances? You must have permission of Goldbob to use cannon. He is the one who started whole blasting things to faraway places policy. I guess he made his money, clearly. Once he got rich, he let business slide and does not start it up again. I wonder if that's like a very, very roundabout, like, Secret of Mana reference. Maybe not. Also, General White was the one who devoted himself to operation of cannon. But he was so depressed by losing of job that he took Cannon Key and left. Nobody said anything. Goldbob and General White. That is correct. If you want to use cannon, you must find Goldbob and General White. Very well then. We can't give up now, old boy. Let's go find those two. Well, I mean, we kind of get started with the proper, you know, chapter scene right off the bat, but we also have to go on a big scavenger hunt here for at least one of them. Spoiler alert. Once you find them, come back and talk to me. Did you forget who we were supposed to meet? Well, no, we didn't. All people here look forward to firing off that cannon. We count on you. Yes, now we're in the States. We have actually spilled beans there. Old Bob is Gulpabomb with silk hat and mustache. We need his permission to fire cannon. General White is White Bomb, as you expect. And he has mustache finer even than yours. Everyone here cannot wait to fire cannon again. We count on you. Okay. So did he say anything different now? That exchange has taken place. I guess we... No, I guess not. Need to allow for a little bit more passage of time for that to actually be the case, but yes. But we know exactly where Goldbob is, because, you know, one of our forays in the previous chapter did involve him and his family directly, so that's not gonna be a question of where. Or if, or whatever. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. We're just gonna keep Bobbery as our companion here as we trek back to the snowfield, which is fittingly enough as had all its friggin' baddies respawned. Well, it shouldn't be a problem, it's just be like a little bit of extra trash XP for us to pick up at this point. Get us that much closer to the actual next level. How many times can you fit the number 4 into the number 1? Oh, okay, that was a bit unexpected. Gonna be a regular jump right here. What I thought. And yeah, just free experience and free, even more approximation to the next level. That's something that I'm very okay with at this point. And yeah. Well, we already know where Goldbob is. That's not really a question of can we find him, because we already know. But the other guy is a bit of a more interesting case. We did meet him very early on in the game, as might be rememberable. Nice. But I'm pretty sure that actually meeting with General White once again is going to be a much more iffy question. It's going to be taking up most of the time of the... well, what's going to be going on in this first part of the chapter here, basically. Put it that way for the time being. Look at all this money and yet health or anything. Okay, so there should be one more puff, I think. One more of these freaking clouds on the edge of the screen, but apparently I was incorrect. Never mind. It's not, in fact. Oof. Of course. So much for the generous jump hitbox thing. We will briefly recover. Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting that health back at any rate. Just wish we would have been able to do that and not take extra damage. What are you going to do? Ooh. I'm still not entirely clear on like what the fireworks things that you sometimes get to show up in this version of the stage actually do. So we've seen those a couple of times now. I'm sure it'll make sense in time, but yeah, we've seen those a couple of times now after we got the A-list stage in this run, but it hasn't actually resulted in anything concrete yet, other than just like visual effects. Okay, I guess we're going into battle and hitting this guy with a regular jump as well. Oh no, never mind. I guess that did count as a spin jump. No reason to believe that was going to be the case. Story of my life when it comes to first strikes in this game, I suppose. And the funny thing is that I don't even remember with any semblance of clarity whether or not that was the case when I was playing Paper Mario 1 on the stream, even though that was actually not that long ago. Okay, there we go. Cleared out this set of screens completely. So let's return to the other part of the sewer, because we are gonna have to visit a few other locales in order to get the other bombs that we need to recruit for our blood purposes here. I think we're gonna be able to trade for any badges that I would actually want with style. Well, maybe we are actually, hold on. We have 11, which is more than I thought we had this time. I'm pretty sure that this has exactly the amount of star pieces that... this guy's gonna charge us exactly the amount of star pieces that we actually would want. I think we're gonna be getting, yeah, Flower Saver P. This would actually be the most useful one here, I think. And we can't afford anything else. I don't know why he says to trade more, but if we add up all of these, we would need 15, 17, plus 24 more star pieces to actually be able to, you know, get all of these, so... We have one right now, so I guess we need 23 more to find every other part of the game. I wonder how quickly that's gonna go, but we also got a good amount of money just from traversing the snowfield back there. I changed my mind even though I literally can't afford anything by your own prices that you set up, so... Oh well. Let's take a quick gander up into the town, as a matter of fact. Okay, I know what I'm gonna be doing with this money that I've got, maybe. How many ideas do we have? I look at my journal, actually. Not a good amount, I would say, that we have. Yeah, we have more than half at this point, which is pretty good. I know for a fact that some of these badges are gonna be pretty, gonna be unique. I'd actually get them. Unless I do some very specific tasks in the game, but... pretty sure that, as we've seen, a bunch of these other badges can be obtained multiple times. So let's see. Let's go to the House of Badges real quick. I don't think there's gonna be anything there that we want really badly, but might as well make sure. I hate this first attack. We don't actually have this yet, do we? Hold on. First attack is... do a first strike? Okay, yeah. Bomb attack is the one that I'm thinking of that can allow you to... what do you... that can allow you to beat weak foes just by running into them without even having to first attack them or anything. You can just touch them. Let's see. Last stand, ice smash. They have last stand and ice smash, and also shrink stunks. I'm pretty sure that we do have one all the way on the... we got it from the pits. What about the other ones? Badges. We do have shrink stump and ice smash, and yeah, we have all of these, so I'm not gonna buy any more right now. Oh, hey, Choco Keki. Let me try to say that one more time and not like completely swallow my consonants. Choco Keki, there. And good morning to you too, even though I've been awake for longer than you'd think at this point, but it's kind of the reason why I'm doing the stream at this time. But yes, it is morning. That part is in fact correct. That is not something that I can say is not the case. Let's see here. What am I doing? I am trying to find people in the game. And in order to find them, I need to go down here, I'm pretty sure. I'm kind of wondering, like, how much experience I would be getting from the Koopa dudes in the sewer at this point, but let's see. One of these pipes goes to Keelhole Key, right? I think it's that one actually. This one on the left, partially heights. Just where we kind of have to go right now. Do you have anything different to say now? Nope. No, I ever thought that she would, but I guess the fact that you can actually cosplay Luigi without even having to go through any major hoops to get the badge. Be a bit of a vain hope that that might be the case, but I guess that shows how much I know. Okay, let's see. If this guy hasn't moved, he shouldn't indeed still be here. Let's see. Little Bob didn't get a thing for his birthday. We'll just have to double up in gifts for next year. Now wait, we'll spend 20 times as much. There's no trains at store here. I wonder where we can get one. But in other news, good day to you, Gonzalez. What can I do for you today? Well, as it happens. So do you say? You must use the cannon in Far Outpost to save the world. That is rather a pickle, isn't it? Very well then, I certainly owe you a favor or two, Yes, I should say. Truth is, I had hoped to resume my business with that cannon someday. And just between us, I only stopped because the wife said she didn't like the noise. Well, sadly it takes a hefty bit of coin to get that cannon working, so I need you to demonstrate just how much you want to use that cannon. If it were a matter of money, just how much would you pay, if I may ask? Well, I don't have an awful lot right now. I certainly don't have 64 coins, so let's say everything I have. What? You would pay every coin you own, all of them? Really? So really? Yeah. Like I said, it's not even 64 coins at this point. Well, I suppose I'm just surprised to hear you say that. Staggered, actually. Oh, that means you'll be left with 0 coins, with absolutely nothing. That's actually good, because, yeah. That means that I won't actually lose out on any of the money that I get if I talk to the rat guy in the port when he eventually comes back. That's maximum efficiency right there. Give it, man. If you spent all your coins, and I mean all of them, it certainly faces a great deal of difficulty down the road. Well, not really, because I would just get more. But hold on. I want to make sure that you're doing this fully aware of the consequences. Are you sure you won't regret this later? Absolutely sure. Yeah. We've been over this. You can really take them all, really. You won't say just kidding later on or any sort of tomfoolery like that. Not sure how the answer is supposed to be here, but we'll say yes. Well, alright then. We are pitons of money, and then... Well, you've certainly shown me something, sir. So I give you my permission. I give my permission for you to activate the Far Outpost cannon. You got a Goldbob guide. Goldbob's user manual for the Far Outpost cannon. Oh, and I wasn't serious earlier, my dear fellow. How could I take your money? It's a shame, I suppose, but I'll return your money. Oh, so it was more than 64 coins. Now solve your own, my boy. Maybe begin giving it to your role, my boy. I guess so. Oh, and we got an email. And we're actually in the process of traveling to different places, so let's see what the email says. It'll actually be a good time to, like, try and grind shop points if we get a chance to do that here. RDM is 6, Rogueport today. An unknown businessman aged 30 was taken into custody today by port authorities as he tried to board the blimp carrying a large amount of a volatile red liquid. After a few tense moments, authorities identified the liquid as a spicy condiment and the businessman was subsequently released. RDM reporters were mystified by the following unsolicited comment by our new hot sauce folks. This week we have the pleasure of introducing the fabulously luxurious shop on the Excess Express, the Sales Stall. Oh boy, the unique boutique on the exclusive train of the independently wealthy just reeks of money. The exclusive train of the independently wealthy, okay. Perhaps the idyllic landscape shorting past will loosen your purse strings, says the impeccably dressed manager of sales. Come one, come all. Be you rich or not at all, to our lovely sales stall. Eden announced a double point sale for all RDM readers. Just show on the screen in the next 15 minutes to double your points on any purchase. Does that apply to only one purchase? I wonder. But this is it, rookies. You finally made it to the big leagues. This recipe is an advanced level one. Today we'll be making ink pasta. Just boil fresh pasta until perfectly al dente and mix slightly with inky sauce. Perfecto. Can you believe it, readers? The next issue will be our last, don't miss it. Wow. I can't believe that we have a limited run of what's supposed to be like an ongoing news thing. I guess news is just gonna stop in this world. Or maybe they just started this knowing that they were gonna run out of infrastructure or funding, but I guess we're getting on the train so we can get more money from the, or more points from the blowing money on the shop. We should be able to buy whatever the most expensive item is on there, so I guess we'll make the experiment of doing that. And seeing whether or not the double points thing is just for one purchase or if it's for multiple ones. I do wonder, quite frank with you. Let's see. Let's make a beeline for the shop, because apparently the time limit to get the double points thing is 15 minutes. Hey, you weren't here before. Who are you? You weren't here when the plot was happening. Change the subject, but watching your health abroad is super important. You wouldn't want to get sick and spoil the whole trip, would you? Well, I mean... Oh boy. Journeys bring such joy and such sorrow, but they're all valuable memories, right? Yeah, sure, whatever. You're a good person. Oh, you're nuts. I suppose all memories do fade with time, but I don't want to lose this if only the memory of this conversation right now. I don't know about that. What's the point of you? I wonder. I wonder if the waitress is Eddie. Different, I guess not. It's exactly the same. This meal will make your stomach shrivel in shame. Guess that wasn't supposed to be a typo, but yeah. Oh, hey, another generic passenger. When this train is so good, I bet people overeat while traveling. Then they have to go on diet as soon as they get off. That'd be weak. I don't know about that. But yeah. You will see train enthusiasts as opposed to freaks, you know, kind of geeky. But I don't really care at all. I really like it. Why should I care? You tell them. I guess a lot of people today would agree with you. Let's see. So the most expensive item is the booze shit, which I would want to get anyway. Yeah. I'll actually get 2. Makes a million, but also... We have lots of souvenirs. Checking the points. We have a double point special going on. We have 12 shot points. Okay, so that gives us... Wait. We get 1 shot point for every purchase, really? Well, we just blew all of our money in on boost sheets, which I'm pretty sure we want anyway, but let's store them. You know, store up to 5 more items. I'll store that, and that. And that, and also the coupon. There's a point swap. Up your partner's HP and FP, really. Oh, that has to be drained back. That doesn't really make a difference, considering especially how stupidly low our FP is at the moment, so... let's see, we can only store 1 more item, but what I would rather do at this point is just draw something and sell it off, maybe. What do I have that's not as important? Maybe we should sell off some of these, like, in coupons. I don't think they're gonna be that valuable, as we've kind of established. But who knows? Have a slow shroom, but we can get more slow shrooms from elsewhere. We only have 1 life shroom. No, 3 life shrooms. They're just like not one together for some. Let's check how much are these sells for, and also check the shroom, I guess, and the gradle syrup. So, we know for a fact that there's a place like down under the town, the Rogueport town, where we actually buy those at will. So let's check the going rate. In coupon is 5 coins, which I think we're gonna sell these off just so we can free up some space in the inventory. And I guess we'll sell off the in coupon as well, because it's the same price that we would go for in the... what's it called? In the Rogueport Inn, at least, even though I think that is the cheapest inn in the game by quite a lot. But yeah, I guess we took advantage of the sale by... not really taking advantage of it to the full extent if we just get like only 1 coin per purchase ever. Or 1 point, I mean. We should actually just go for the cheapest stuff. Hey, this makes sense. We're not going in the other direction, so... So now the actual engine room is gonna be on the left end instead of the other end. Which means that if we go to the super high-class cabins on all the way on the right, we should be able to, I guess, see where the cargo hold is. It's not called a cargo hold, is it? It's a freight car. On a train, it's a freight car. Cargo hold is what's on ships. It's different. Not on planes, I guess. But in this, it would be the freight car. So let's just take that, just to make sure that we can't actually go in there again ever, pretty much. I'm pretty sure that's the status quo now. Still have some time before we get to Rogueport, Mr. Mario. Why don't you get some nice rest in your room? Yeah. Not the conductor. Guess he's just gonna forever exist to keep me out of the freight car for the remainder of the game and tell me to go sleep. Which, yeah, I guess that's pretty much what you have to do if you take the train again. Just have to sleep to To facilitate the passage of time. To propitiate the passage of time, I mean. To prompt the passage of time. I guess this is kind of like a free inn, because I'm pretty sure that sleeping in this bed does have the same effect as staying at an inn. But doing this, I guess, is also the only way to get back to Riverside Station, so... I guess if you missed any items or any collectibles there, which I'm pretty sure that I didn't, this is your chance to go and get them again, but... Like we've established, that's not the case, so we're just gonna get right back onto the train here. Unless you're not like immediately or automatically kicked out of the train, we have to actually exit. Bing bong. Yeah, but... Oh no, we do get kicked out of the train, never mind. But this time there are no plot-related hang-ups, so... We just leave the signal man, or walk by the signal man to get back on the train. I wonder if this toad is also a signal man, like in that Charles Dickens story, or if that's too much of an obscure reference for even this game to get. Yeah, a little bit. It's just like, instead of being 3 days, it's just the 3 parts of 1 day. So, and I guess any repeated train rides. And then you just get to your destination, whatever it may be, I think. I will soon arrive at our final destination. And because the train is pointed in the wrong direction, yeah, you have a train ticket. One day I'm gonna be gazing at this engine, even though the engine isn't actually there right now, and there's Luigi still moved. Oh, there we went. Went and got a bit of a detour there, though. As if we're following the plot, what we're supposed to do is, we already got like one half of what we're searching for plot-wise here. Permission from the rich capitalist guy to use the train. Now we need to find the actual train operator, who we saw very, very early on in the game. Also note this house back here. Doesn't seem to open, and we pretty much had the ability for a while to check it, but now it doesn't seem to open. That's all we know about it for now. Nothing suspicious about it at all, especially considering some parts of the backstory to this game, as I mentioned. That we did learn about, and that I'm pretty sure that I commented on briefly the last time that I was playing, but for now what we're gonna focus on is the fact that we do remember that the train operator, or the cannon operator, I'm sorry, I said cannon, train instead of cannon. Knows how much I know, but no, the cannon operator is actually a dude that was hanging out here earlier in the game, but he's gone now, so... Ooh. Well, Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door like crazy lately. Wasn't sure at first, but that game is awesome. I just beat it every chapter. Totally cool ending. I loved it. So worth the money. Think there'll be a sequel? Yeah. Be careful what you wish for, kid. Paper Luigi probably would have been better than what we got, but I don't know. You know, once again, I must mention how I heard a few good things about Origami King, so I don't know what to think about that yet. Getting your way for thin, but yeah, this is where the freaking guy was, General White. He's gone now. Guess we have to find somebody to ask about him. General White, oh, there we go. He was here a while ago, but he said that he was taking a trip and then he left. Wait, hang on a sec. He did say something about a deserted isle to the south. He was either going there or not going there. Ain't that something? Well, I'm pretty sure we know of only one deserted isle to the south, so... And actually warp there pretty easily with our newly established network of blue pipes, which pretty much only serve as shortcuts to more different places. I'm trying to remember now if that was also the case in Paper Mario 1, because in Paper Mario 1 you also have the sewers and the blue pipes that serve as shortcuts, but... See, there was one to Koopa Village, there was one to Goomba Village, which is the prologue, that's 2. What was chapter 2 in that game? The Dry Outpost, right, so that's 3. The Booze Mansion in chapter 3, that's 4. What was chapter 4 in that game? The toy box, that one didn't have one. Chapter 5 was Yoshi's Isle, so that's already 5 there. Chapter 6 in that game was... shoot, what was it? It was Flower Fields, right? Yeah. That one doesn't have a pipe. Chapter 7 is the Snow Village. I'm pretty sure that... I'm actually not sure if that had a pipe or not, because the Snow Village does have its own pipe, but the Starborn Valley, I don't remember if that had a pipe or not. Well, so... But yeah, that definitely had more blue pipes in this game, we've established that. Avoid this guy again. General Boyd. Yeah, it was here until a second ago. But it too cold for a quick, said I was going to an arena or something. Okay, well there you go. So you can kind of already guess how this is going to turn out to be. It's just a big old set of sleets, but they will very, very slowly, gradually bring us that much closer to what we're searching for. Let's see. Well, the only way that we know to actually go to the Glitzville arena is via the blimp. There's not actually a pipe that goes there, so we have to go back above ground now. I guess we should be fighting these guys as well. It's like that much more junk XP that we can use. It's in fact something that we are very much searching for at this point in the game. Yeah. Boy. I guess it makes a little more sense to see regular Goombas here than it did when we fucking saw them in the Riverside Station. Okay, why not have more of the like regular enemies from that point in the game? At that point, I wonder. Because the point of the Goombas that were over there was just to like kill them all so that you can get some other stuff to appear, but I still have to question why do that with Goombas and why not just do that with some of the other regular enemies that are appropriately leveled for you at that point in the game. There we go. Let's see. Let's go over to the western part of town so we can actually take the blimp and go there. And once again be disappointed by how we can't ever get the full blimp song to play because the transition is too fast, so literally have to freaking sit there on the chapter 3 intro screen. Is updated yet? World Mysteries, oh boy. Some say that there's a huge Canadian far outpost known only to local bob-ombs. Well, it's not very secret if this many people know about it, eh? Looking for a squat fellow with a fine mustache. Please contact me if you have any information, says General White. So, there you go, there's a bit of an irony thing here. We're looking for him, but he doesn't know that we're looking for him, so he's looking for us, so basically just going around in circles and doing an ineffectual chase. So let's go to Glitzville. I wonder who we're gonna have to ask Glitzville about whether they've seen him. Probably the guy at the juice shop. To spam the A button because we need to get this done ASAP. As nice as these remixes, it's a futile effort trying to enjoy it because, as you know, we'll never be able to do that. The chapter 3 intro is where we go. Also got a bit more money, so you might notice that there's someone that wasn't here before that is here now. But so that we can get a bit more information out of him at this point. Another Reed. That's a business Ratui who was on the train with us. Didn't know why, but I just feel like crying when I think of the lives of businessmen. Oh boy. Oh, this is no good. No one will solve my trouble. Oh, right. He actually has trouble in the trouble center now. And I'm pretty sure that that relates back to the little RDM thing that we got a little while ago. That he's gonna be able to sell us a new thing that I think is necessary to complete the recipes list, but yeah, it's who we need to talk to for now. But White Bobomba, He used to come here all the time, but I haven't seen him lately. Now that I think about it, I think he headed off to some huge tree or not. Oh, there you go. Oh, hey, it's What's-Her-Face. Thank you, Great Gonzalez. No, thank you, Mario. You're a true champion. Huh? Who am I, you ask? You don't know. I'm someone you know quite well, actually. When I go outside the arena, I like to cut loose and shed my other personality. Even though it doesn't really seem that different. It's still, like, incredibly aloof. I wonder what her name is. As far as I can tell, she always quietly enjoys her juice in the corner alone. So that's just the exact same friggin' title that we got for her back when we were actually doing Chapter 3. Speaking of that, let's see if we can go talk to her again, but in this place. At this point we should be able to reactivate our ship in here. Former Champion Gonzalez, why'd you give up the belt? If giving up the belt is like a water slide, what kind of swim trunks do you wear? Well, oh, the flash is out. Yeah, all these people are still here. Do they have to quit fighting? Well, apparently not. The ex-champ, right? Yeah, the Great Gonzalez. I don't know if you know this, but Miss Jolene is the fight promoter now. Got business with her, head on down the hallway to the promoter's office, okay? Ooh, are you planning your comeback? That would be so awesome. That's pretty much the only thing we can do, but we can in fact do it. I guess that's another thing that we would have to do to actually get 100% technically, I guess. Have to like redo the whole championship thing. Major League locker room. We're gonna fight again. That'll be great. We're gonna go ahead and talk to her again, yeah. Because we do find out. I'm not gonna do an awful lot here now, but I might as well, you know. Since I'm in the area, I might as well take care of this. It's a Great Gonzalez. It's been too long. How have you been? We totally haven't met at all before this moment today. Must tell you, we've seen a big drop-off in attendance since you returned the belt. I was a touch worried our financials didn't look too good for a while, but luckily Rockhawk made a dramatic comeback and is reigning supreme again. It's been a whirlwind of activity every day since I became a promoter. In just a moment, are you back to fight? Well, I mean, this would be a good way to grind money. He must be, right? Yes, he must be. Grind money and potentially experience. I'm actually not sure about that, but I always knew this day would come. Let me just find your old registration so we can... Wouldn't you know it? The guy that was running this place before that was evil. I'm so sorry. All of our records of you seem to be gone. What a surprise. Our only option, sadly, is to start you in the minor leagues again. Right, but rules are rules. We can't bend them even for our next champ. I mean, we kind of can. You already know that that record existed, so you could just make another one. Not really rule bending, that's just like being versatile, but I guess we're not going with that. Just go ahead and put you on as a minor league fighter again then, unless she's doing this on purpose. When you want to fight, you know the deal. Use the locker room communicator. I'll not be going over the arena rules again, of course. You already know all about that. Don't you know? She's a real strong businesswoman. Wouldn't want her mad at me, you know. That promotion is not easy. Please see yourself out. Well, yeah, she's like completely no nonsense when we're in here, but then you see her get in the juice shop and it's like, I know I'm a completely different person. It's still one fight, I guess. Then we'll break up away from this again. Hey, look who it is. What's up, dog? Good seeing you again. Finally, man, for real. Me, I unretired. Let's rock this joint. What do the rest of the people have to say about this? Gonzalez is back, Bomb. It's an honor to bomb fight in the same arena again. Crack. Mustache better than Cleftor when Cleftor was Mustache's age. I wonder how long ago that was. Hey, how are you, Gonzalez? You're looking pretty good. Glad to see it. I guess we could, like, examine these places again, these maps again with Miss Mouse, but I'm pretty sure that there isn't gonna be anything else for us to find at this point. Let's just, yeah. Let's read the rankings to see. There should be a few new things, like, maybe not. I was gonna see, like, the super guy that, joined, like, the leagues during the plot, when we were actually doing the plot part of the game here, but I guess it's not here anymore. Not seeing him anymore. It would be exactly the same progression as last time, although for sure a match. there, Mr. Gonzalez. The Goomba Brothers. In this battle I want you to win before you take 20 HP of damage. Oh, that's so hard, I'll never be able to manage that. Especially against the fucking Goombas. Oh, let's just do it. We have the Superstar sequel to Great Gonzalez and the Meteorite Harheads. Furious battle with the Goomba Brothers. And we get to see what, I guess what Miss Mouse pre-battle quote is for this. The way to do it is to recruit her and then do this part again. Ooh. I mean, we could just obliterate them at once with the fucking star power, but why would we do that? We can just fucking do the full-on obliteration instead. They are gonna go for the partner, I guess. They actually have good sense to realize that I'm gonna murder them just by being touched. Ain't that something? Let's go for the bolder one for purpose here. Ones that actually had enough good sense to avoid my suicide-inflicting aura. But then this guy got wise to that too. Hey, 1 star point, I'll take it. We get ourselves a winner, the Great Gonzalez. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that just doing this again would be trivial, considering, you know, pretty decent battle, it being your first comeback fight and all. Still, the crowd didn't really get very into it, you know. Try to pump them up, okay? Here's your fight money. Well, I'm only gonna do what's required of me, put it that way. But yes, as you might expect, since we already did this whole thing for chapter 3, that was quite a while ago. Going through the rest of this again is just gonna be trivial, so I don't think we're gonna be doing it right now. Came here to show off that we could. I mean, I guess these guys don't have any different dialogue either. It's not like in actual plot stage of going through this place where they have different dialogue between every match. Now it's just like the same, I guess. I want to make too big of a deal out of the fact that I'm gonna have to leave them again. Hey, maybe these people have, different dialogue now that I've actually unretired. Great mustache is back. You've come back. We've been waiting, Gonzalez. My son will be overjoyed. Let's see what these people have to say. Who are you, anyway? Oh, boy. Wait, Gonzalez, I hear you're throwing your hat back into the fighting ring. I wonder why they just kick you down to the bottom of the rung again. Bottom rung. If your comeback is like a robot convention, jeez, are you an android or a cyborg? It's actually not a bad question. If you win this next match, I'll tell him how I feel. Boy, can't keep sighing every time I think of him. I can't do your best to win. I get a feeling this is never ever gonna get resolved. I knew you'd be back. Well, now I'm gone, so I wonder how that makes you feel. Hey, /V, how's it going? Welcome to the special edition of Extratemporal stream, because I want to keep on streaming and playing this game in spite of my incredibly shot... Actually, hold on a second. Like perpetually shot sleep cycle here. Oh yeah, I guess there is something to be found in this place still. Isn't it fortunate that I remember to do that? There isn't like a thing hidden back here that's like a star piece or something that I really should have been able to get earlier, right? No, apparently not. Maybe there's something in the juice bar building. Or something of that persuasion. Or maybe there's something behind the juice bar building itself. Wouldn't that be a stinker? I actually forgot to check the, for something in the background. Or on this side. I'm not seeing anything there, so let's see. I think there was something like behind the bar itself, but we got it pretty much immediately once we came back here. She keeps saying there's something nearby, but I guess maybe it's actually on the south side here, or on the foreground side, I don't know. I have no idea exactly what I'm looking for, to be honest. Okay, so it's on this kind of line. It doesn't seem to be there, and it doesn't seem to be under... Actually, hold on, I think I see where it is. It's under this thing, we have to do this. Are we able to do this when we first came here? I can't quite remember, honestly. Because we got the actually, no, I don't think we were, because we got that power in Chapter 4, so we couldn't have gotten that the first time we were here. But yeah, apparently that's not the last thing that we need to find in here. There, let's see. There's something somewhere nearby. It isn't behind this thing, is it? Nope. Gotta check the foreground stuff, hiding things. Apparently that is not what we're looking for. Ooh, there is something right near us. Could it be a hidden panel, or could it be something like a hidden block, I wonder. This hidden block would make some kind of sense. I'd rather read it here, how you're holding up. Oh, I don't know. And once again, I take woe in the fact that this game doesn't let you, you know, do anything to reveal hidden blocks the way the first game did. Ooh, something right near us. There's gonna be a hidden panel inside the shop, is there? That would actually be weird. Hidden panel or a hidden block inside the shop? No. Not actually gonna be buying anything. I guess whatever it is that we're looking for does, like, tend to act up when we're right around this area, so maybe something ridiculous, like a block that's only reachable by the ultra jump. Something like that. Actually wouldn't be too surprising, but let's see. Just keeping scouring in the area here. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Where was there a place for that to hide? Oh, whatever. I guess we found it, but that means that we're 21 star pieces away from getting them all. Guess we're just gonna leave this place. I mean, for all I know, there might be a few more things left, like in the other screens in the glitz bit, but I hope not. I suppose that's all I can say. Because I just found a couple of other star pieces, one of which I did have to backtrack for, but the other one was just hidden facetiously. Are the woofs in the background getting picked up, I wonder? That's a thing that I'm pretty sure has happened in the past. Apparently those particular sounds are strong enough to activate the microphone noise gates, even though apparently a lot of other sharpish background sounds are not. You know, go figure how that works. Not now that we've done that. We're told that the dude that we're looking for, that is, apparently gone to the Great Tree. Well, let's get into sewers. Let's try and... Oh. Let's just touch a hammer, I guess, instead of the guy that we were trying to jump on. Now let's see if we can how we do here. Should be able to one-shot the patrol here with, yeah, driver jumps because of our ludicrous jump and... Oh, jeez. Okay, just in time. Jump power and also the fucking spike shield that we have. Okay, well, that guy just signed his own death warrant because that's not gonna help him survive. He has delayed it ever so slightly. Yeah, we also got like some extra, well, here's a free super mushroom. Got some extra fucking BP, didn't we? And we anything even. We're gonna be putting that into a damage dodge badge for now, and that's probably it. Whenever we do get another level, which will apparently be pretty soon, I think we're gonna be putting the resulting BP into, I don't know, like another one of those defend up things, I guess, but maybe for the partner this time. Ooh. Okay, that time the physics just went completely against me. But I still don't know what the heck those fireworks do. Maybe one day that'll make sense to me. Okay, so the tilt back and forward thing didn't work for me just a second ago, and I tried to do it with like the palm of my hand, so I guess I'm just gonna do it with my actual thumb now. Gonna do the copy thing? Nope, he's just gonna do the thing where he just attacks me with normal attacks. That's not gonna be very fruitful. Just make me wish that I had been able to get the first attack off on him, though. Guess I could use a little bit of extra HP, actually. Oh, for fuck's sake. He jumped up and once again denied me my first attack, which would have killed him. I guess if you get any experience from any of the rest of the enemies, the ones that like are super weak, I'll give one experience collectively. Don't give you an experience at all. Ain't that a shame? You know, I live for scratch experience. Should be pretty evident, I guess, from the way I play it. Pretty sure that the pipe on the left here should lead to the great tree. Have to take the other way to get there. There were a few more of these, you know, pipes, blue pipes in this game, but what are you gonna do? Actually, something we could have done, and we probably should have done before coming here, is go to the friggin' Troll Center so we could bring a life shroom for the Elder, but hello. General White, yeah, he's an old bobon with this great mustache, but I have no idea where he went. He may have said he was going somewhere dark. Well, where do you know it? Sure hope that there isn't something that we need to do, like a trouble in Twilight Town, because that's obviously where we're headed next. Let's go in somewhere dark. I don't know why he keeps talking, you know, going to all these different places and always like leaving these little messages for the people that are there. But yeah, to get to Twilight Town, we're gonna have to go all the way back up to the surface, I'm pretty sure. So we might as well take this way around. Ooh. Oh, okay, apparently that went through the yellow block, even though that didn't really make sense. Okay, guess we're gonna be getting a little bit of extra HP back though, just from the pretty lucky thing. Let's neutralize the enemy that has the item, and then actually gonna do the copy thing for once. Yeah, yes, okay. Well, I got my health back, so hopefully for these things that I end up jumping on are the real dude. Here. Not that guy, I guess. Well, this actually doesn't do anything like... I don't know, duplicate his damage for the value of every one of these guys that is on screen. I'm actually not completely, I don't know, problematizing that. I'm not considering that a problem, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say, but I'm apparently very bad at trying to articulate things quickly. It's something that I've learned through years and years of streaming. I'm just trying to talk to people impromptu. I am not a good orator when I don't actually have something to go off of beforehand. It's a very strident kind of clapping sound effect. Have a full bag yet? Nope. Actually got quite a few super shrooms, which is a good thing. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure that if we just go all the way to the left, we should be able to sequence. Hold on. See, we don't have any troubles active right now, do we? Let's take a quick peek up in the surface to see, in the trouble center, to see if there's any troubles that are going to be related to Twilight Town. And knock out two birds with one stone here with this big old back and forth traveling sequence that we're doing right now. Let's see. See, this is the one that we could have gotten just now, but I guess we're not going to. I mean, I guess we could go back there again. Oh, and this one too. Need some cleaning down motivated workers only. It's mainly Glitzpit, yeah. Well, we were just there, but... Main door newsletter, oh boy. Can you please deliver the Silver Club newsletter routing slip for me? Please come pick it up at my house in Twilight Town. Well, there we go. There's one that we can... kind of at least get started with. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this whole thing, in one fell swoop, but we can at least get started on that trouble. Well, let's go to Twilight Town now. I should be able to get there just by going west from here, I guess, to the left. I don't know. We assume that the background is always north and the foreground is always south. I guess we are heading west right now. But there's not really any way for us to confirm or deny that being the case. But here we are. It's actually not too much of a headache to come to Twilight Town, even though I do remember that being a bit of a headache to do this sequence when I played this as a kid, but I don't know. Looks at my trouble request. My mind, now that's something. I hope you deliver this Silver Club newsletter routing slip to the Great Tree Elder. I used to bring it myself, but this hip is really growling at me. Well, there we go. So well used it's tattered. Sure appreciate it. And I guess this isn't the guy that I need to talk to for the tracking General White thing. You must have come to see me then. But you're just not my type. Yeah, well, a tragedy. Yahoo for you, Mario. Who do I need to talk to here for the General White thing? Surely not that guy. Surely I'm not, like, locked out of it by virtue of having accepted the trouble. There has to be somebody else that I can bring this up with. General White, okay, there we go. I know that old guy. He's a white bomber, right? He was here until recently. Where did he go? What am I? His secretary? He looked tired, I know that. Okay, well, he looked tired. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the hint that you take away. Let's see if we can hear the birds here. When will people wake up and realize that environmental problems won't just go away? Oh boy. Well, I know somebody that I was just watching a couple hours ago that definitely agree with that. Air pollution, global warming, acid rain, the ocean, ozone layer depletion. They didn't start on their own and they aren't gonna end on their own either. But I just don't see a solution at this rate of global population growth. Well, obviously this was made before coronavirus became a thing. What other big pandemics had already been occurring? I don't think there was anything concurrent with the release of this game though, so... Let's see. Pretty sure that we can just come over here now. The guy said that General White looked tired. So that clearly can only lead us to one possible conclusion as to where his whereabouts may be. Just fucking... yeah. Just target them with a regular jump, because it's not gonna make a difference, so it literally doesn't matter. Christ, of course, hold on. Yeah, you can. It's what I miss, but I literally just want to... oh, Christ, whatever, I guess we're not gonna be doing that then. Guess I'm gonna have you in the front, but you're gonna be defending. That didn't make a difference. Who would have thought? wish that there would be an option to freaking have him bomb, even if he's not gonna be able to hit anyone, just so that he can get rid of the fucking... You know, the fog. That was the whole point of my... You know, my idea of having him attack there. Of course he's not gonna be able to hit anything, but at least he'll get rid of the fucking fog. Why can't the fog come on, like, right before it's the enemy's turn? That's something that I would like. Yeah, sure, hope that guy in the back doesn't move upwards, because, okay, yeah, I'll take this. That means that I would have to take an additional turn to be able to kill them. But since he didn't do that, I can just do this instead. Let's see, there should be at least one piranha plant here. There we go. And this here screen, of which there are only a couple prior to going to the town. And wouldn't you know it, we are also nearly to the next level, which means that we're gonna get an extra point in defense, I guess. Probably what I'm gonna be putting that into. I clearly see no reason to go for anything else. You know what, I don't regret this. It's gonna result in me not being able to do anything for the remainder of that turn. I'm pretty sure I would have killed that guy anyway. Not with the partner's attack. I'm kinda wondering, is there an attack up, like an attack plus for the partners? I'm pretty sure there should be. I'm pretty sure I'm probably gonna be leveling up before I leave this screen, considering how many enemies left. Have anything like that right now? What's the attack plus thing called for me? At least one of those active. Attack effects? No, that's not it. Power plus, that's it. Have anything like power plus P with me. Not this time, because that would be nice, but... I actually have a power plus P equipped right now. Wouldn't you know it? Oh well. Do I have the D down P up thing equipped as well? Yeah, I do. I was wondering about that for a second. For some reason there my brain crossed the wires and thought that P up D down, I guess, is what it's actually called. That badge was actually the same as all or nothing, but now it's actually something different. Still don't know when I'm going to be getting the all or nothing badge, considering that it's apparently not something that you can get at the House of Badges, which is what I thought it was going to be, but apparently not. It was completely off on that that guess. But here we go, I'm pretty sure this actually not. It's going to be putting me right under the threshold for me to be able to level up, actually. 2 more points and I can level up, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen in the next battle here, because there's 2 piranha plants, yep. Let's get that good old extra delicosity, I guess. First, I guess this time I will actually target the puff first, because it's got an item. Although I know for a fact that, well, I don't know actually, maybe the piranha plant doesn't, well, at least I know for a fact that it doesn't do actually any significantly more damage, but... I feel like there was something else that I wanted to say about the piranha plant, well, whatever. Got a little bit of extra XP as a result of my odd timing for this encounter, I guess. Right, here we go, time to get yet another thing to put into BP, which... If the 54 whole... Jesus Christ, I'm pretty sure that I just said that wrong. 54 whole BP to call my own in this game. Imagine if we had that many in Paper Mario 1. It would be even easier to get through that, but... Hold on a second. I guess... Yeah, we didn't have damage dodge before, I just, like, spontaneously equipped it. But now that we have this, something we can do is... equip another Defend Plus. Do we have another Defend Plus for ourselves? Because if not, then we can just do Defend Plus P. That would probably be what I would want the most out of all this stuff. I can equip right now. And there's Power Bounce, which is always a nice... it's a nice thing to look at, but... with all the damage that I do with just the regular attacks with all the friggin' attack up stuff that I have. You know, for all I know, I'm a complete fool for not equipping that, but it feels to me like it works pretty well without that. I think we're just gonna go for one Defend plus P. Because there's so many more things that we could use to, like, make things easier. As far as equipping more and more badges, but there's only so much we can do with BP alone, I guess. That's a perennial truth. Let's see. What email did we just acquire? You, wouldn't you know it? Is this the so-called Great Gonzalez, huh? What's be your worst nightmare, the new and improved Rockhog? Don't think I forgot it. I forgot you, punk. I'm reborn, you coward. My training regimen would blow your mind. I'm on a fast track back to the top, and ain't nobody gonna get in my way. Rock. And still on rainy days I feel the bruises your hammer of shame left on this spot. Were you even attacking with a hammer? I don't even know. I feel the rage again. If you ever show your face in the ring again, I'll beat you so bad your mama won't even recognize you. Remember the Rock, says #1 Rockhog, even though I guess we'll get to see the follow-up of that. I'm guessing that might actually be triggered by the fact that you can rejoin the Glitz Pit. And we did rejoin the Glitz Pit, so we will actually follow him up on that eventually, but not right now. Let's see, can we go into this house now? The answer is no, it seems to be locked. But outpost cannon? No. So, yeah, it doesn't seem like any of the people here say anything different. I'm guessing that these people are also not gonna be, yep. Not gonna be saying anything different. What about this guy? Oh, you cannot find General White. Oh, wouldn't you know it? The mustache gentleman, where has he gone to? You sure aren't able to find him at all. And where did he go? He's makes trouble for us. We definitely need him. Otherwise we cannot even operate that thing. So what to do? Oh gee, I don't know. I wonder where he could have gone. Oh, wouldn't you know it? This is part of our outpost, okay, so you're not even gonna be telling me anything. He's still asleep, try again, yeah. Just keep trying. Still sound asleep. Definitely still asleep. Still sawing logs. He couldn't be more asleep. I wish I had this kind of scouting sheep hardiness for being able to remain. He woke, now still asleep. Sleeping like a stash baby. Not even budging. Still snoring away. And snorf. Oh, what do you know? Oh, what do you know? There's one of the aircraft. I'm just gonna go ahead and... and wait for that insufferably magnified echo to die down before I turn that back on. There we go. I do not need your attention. I just want to sleep as it is all hopeless. I don't know if I could sleep through that fucking sound that just happened. What? That mustache, that hat, and that hammer even. What hat? I've been looking everywhere for you. Why? Well, to bring that cannon back online. I had lost my life's work, my very reason to live. I found myself at wit's end, and then the Rockport fortune teller told me. Seek the man with the red M hat. Yeah, well, that's not what I have right now. The one with the hammer and stash. He will fulfill your dreams, or something like that. But you need to use the cannon to help you save the entire world. Hip hip hurrah! That fortune teller was right. So what are we waiting for? There's a way the cannon ready, so go tell the mayor. Now get moving, Hot Hot. So yeah, we can just do away with that right now. Get this ready. And stand on the other side, but you know, it's so cannon is back online. Well, I could just explode with the lights. Now let us shoot you guys to the moon. Just like that. You totally did it, Mario. Now you follow me. So we're just gonna take care of this right now. Without any further fanfare. You come this way. I guess we do have a chance to hit the save block one more time at least before we see what happens next. We do have the... We have the manual and we do have the operator, so... These white bombs are pretty rare, and well, there we are. Preparations are complete, the cannon is fire ready. Let's do this. Can't check what's in this thing still, but now you stand here and get tricked into falling in the ground like the Rancor pit, but General White is big bomb cannon ready. Hot, leave it to me. Now men, you know the drill. Load the big bomb cannon. Now positions, everyone. Time for the big fanfare that we've been waiting for the past hour and a half, I guess. And for us to get sent to a place where stuff is actually gonna happen. Bring guidance systems online. Wouldn't you know it, the interior of this building just looks like a control room from like an 80s Doctor Who episode. System check all clear. Prepare for detonation sequence. Total hydration has been redeemed, so I guess I'll take a quick sip amid this sequence. Open outer hatch. Turn inner shutter. By which I mean 4 of them. Elevate on my mark. Oh boy, this is another like rare piece of music, isn't there? Let me just go ahead and mark this one. Let's see here. Paper Mario, here it is. Target is the moon. Because you need to account for the rotation of the planet and the rotation and you know, movement, the orbit of the moon for all the several years that it will take to get there through this method, but I guess we got some precise numbers here. 75, 38, 54, 66, 389, 603. Deep lore. I mean, do those actually reflect the numbers that we're seeing on the edges of the screen here? I don't know about that. And speed 108, correct direction, 303, correct elevation, minus 239. Target locked, chamber hatch open. And out of nowhere, everyone in. Everyone who was just hiding just out of frame, I guess. Close chamber hatch. It's crowded in here, boom. Stop pushing, bassoon. So I kind of have to wonder if all these bombs will have like all Russian accents. I'm wondering if well, this game does seem to suggest that apparently pretty much all the bombs in this game at least come from this place, so it's like the secret cradle of the bomb race from like the entire Mario series. I have to wonder there. And there we go. I mean, it shouldn't take that much money to operate the cannon, it just kind of looks like it's a group effort, but like you already have all of the equipment you need. know if anyone gets paid for that. There we are. I can't believe we made it to space. That was killer. Totally never would have guessed I'd get to do that. And I guess everyone else did too. So yeah, here we are. We're totally on the moon. Let's find the last crystal star and save the princess. The moon I always look up at, can you believe it? Here they put a Goma on the moon in 69, but who knew we'd get here? Boy. Getting some real social commentary there. Nothing's impossible in your adventures, Mario. You're the coolest. Oh yeah, I mean, that's also because they're not real, but... Yes, right off the bat we kind of see something we might be able to do in the background there. There's a few rocks that have pretty visible cracks on them. And I guess maybe... yeah, a couple of places, a couple of directions we can go. Let's start by checking out the rocks here, I guess, and also hitting the save block. Well, let's try to check out the rocks here, I guess we need to be closer to them. And to blow up some moon rocks. Well, this one seems larger, so clearly it must be of greater importance. Oh, it's a freaking stopwatch. Hold on, let's see. Anything else here that we might want to bother looking for? I guess not. Well, let's just pick a direction and start exploring, I guess. I don't quite remember how this sequence is supposed to go. It might be a bit like the desert in Paper Mario 1, but I guess there's pretty much just rocks on the moon. Guess I knew that, but it's still kind of disappointing. Bummer. I'm sure there's gonna be more than just rocks on the moon, as we'll eventually find out. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that technically counts as a rock, so that's not entirely off the mark, but you can kind of see where else this is going. Just by the old animation cells, you can kind of tell what parts of the background are actually gonna move, kind of trope. They just kind of stand out, don't they? Well, I sure hope there's more than one of these guys. Yep. Looks like I got my wish granted there. Oh shit. This might actually be bad news, let's see. Let's hit the title on the moon cleft first of all. I'll actually end up using a star power here. Your basic cleft living on the moon. Max HP 6, okay good, we're covered. Defense is 5, Jesus. Our attacks don't work against it if you can turn it over with an explosion, though its defense goes down to 0, so you can pretty much rely on Bobbery to prep for you, or you can do this. Guess we're gonna be trying to kill more of these guys, though. I'm guessing that they may just give out a pretty decent amount of experience, you know, just a hunch there. Let's see how much will be netted by us killing 4 of these guys. Oh, that's kind of underwhelming. Well, they would at least give us 1 more per one of them, especially considering the size of the party there, but... oh well. Let's see. What treasure is there on this screen? There should be something. I guess there might be something like, under one of these rocks, perhaps, or behind one of these rocks, I guess, is how you would put it. At least ought to take care of business. So we'll just do it a long way around this time. And what did you know, that guy's gonna be putting some misplaced effort into helping his friend. Oh, there we go. I guess the experience that we get from that is technically not quite as meaningless as we might expect, but yeah. First room. Let's see if we can blow up this rock over here. Maybe this is where the secret item is. Yeah, there's a vault room there, but I would prefer to remove this other cleft from the equation before I try to approach any closer. Or at least, well, you know what I mean. This won't end up in it being dead, but not right away at least. But it will definitely pave the way for that happening. That is not a thing that we need to be concerned about. Not anymore. Notice us just before we died. Did get a vault room and did get whatever this is. Earthquake, yeah. All ground wound enemies. I'm pretty sure it's just like a better version of the power block that you can get. Right, apparently that's pretty much it for treasure to be found on the screen though, so let me see if I can do something. Let me see if I can use Yoshi to move like ever so slightly faster here. I guess faster than you do with just the usual foot traction. Not sure exactly what you're supposed to do here to actually, you know, find the plot progression, but let's take a look over at the left side here. I do notice that, oh shoot, at least we're able to keep heading in the other direction if we go to the right, but what happens if we go to the left? Will we also be able to head multiple screens in this direction? Apparently the answer is yes. Well, we might just go ahead and take a gamble here and go to the left at first. And apparently there is an item for a bit of claim in here, wouldn't you know it? This thing, yeah, it's probably in this rock. Oh, there we go, courage shell. Not that that's probably gonna get much use, but still. I think there's everything in here. Okay, so that's the only item hidden in there. Let's, I guess let's pick a fight with one of the moon clouds on the screen. As we make our way across. I don't think we'll be trying to like clear them all out or anything, because I'm pretty sure that the risk versus reward thing is not exactly working in my favor at this point. I mean, I can still use the experience, I can always use more of that, but still. Just 2 fucking star points for each one of these dudes is not really something I would say worth it. Especially since I'm at this point kind of wondering how much of how many star points I'm gonna be getting from whatever enemies that I encounter on the next place that I'm actually bound for now. Yeah, we didn't actually get a title for that screen, did we? Let's check that. Did you see that? So I comment or something. It was all like pshowy, pshooey, I don't know. Did I try and make 3 wishes, do you think? I wonder. I wish for, well, that's top secret, wouldn't you know it? I guess we can't actually spy on people's wishes outside of SMRPGs, so... You see the moon clefts that live up here? Well, yeah, I sure do. You think they live on green cheese, Mario? No, I'm kidding, right? I'm not that much of a cheese ball, get it? Well, no. I'm still bummed around the rocks here. I'm afraid that some claymation British mascots from like 30 years ago, or I don't know, closer to 50 at this point, I would probably say, can't beat you to that joke. And then everyone got reminded of it when Civic Gunner was a thing. Very briefly. I mean, I guess it kind of still is, but definitely wouldn't say it's in its heyday anymore. Well, there you go. Nearly a third of the way to yet another level, even though we're just kind of doing our way around here. very repetitively. Okay. Guess each and every one of these screens is somehow gonna have one of these hidden items behind a rock kind of deal. Oh shit. Okay, they actually did very craftily conceal one of the enemies in an effective way there. Wouldn't you know it? Okay, let's wait for that guy to go all the way back to his hiding place so I can maybe... Well, not all the way back, I guess, since... I guess this time he's not really actually concealing himself behind a rock, but... He's now doing the ineffectual variation of trying to conceal himself as a rock. And there we go, finally with the actual threshold of yes. The actual threshold of yes. Of actually being slightly higher than a third of the way to the next level. And also of making me even more curious, for fuck's sake, really. More curious as to what the actual... probably next set of enemies that are actually gonna be, you know, giving me not completely garbage experience returns. I'm gonna be sounding like, okay, I guess whatever we're looking for on this screen wasn't behind that particular rock. This could be bad news. Hold on, let's actually go ahead and pop the Earth Tremor. And shake up the monotony a little bit so that we don't give these, you know, so that we don't give any of these guys a chance to use an item or anything. Because whenever we just run into one of these fights and there's more than 2 of these guys involved, we just immediately break health for fuck's sake, okay? Unfortunately, I think that guy's gonna survive, but the dude in front... okay, yeah. He's gonna survive because we messed up, but the dude in front should be dead because we did get a little bit of damage up on him, so... we at least stop the guy that has the item. Oh, I'm gonna actually be able to avoid damage here because, yeah, we have the dodgy effect on. Even if we don't... even if we don't nail the super guard, which I don't know if we would have, because I think super guards are like a little bit easier to pull off against clefts. Oh shit. I cursed their arbitrarily good eyesight perception thing. Anything behind this big rock? No. We're still technically looking for something, I think. Should still be some treasure left on this screen. Kind of makes me wonder where it might be. I might actually have to murder that guy to get at it. It's apparently on the left. Oh no, the opposite of the left. Might be that rock over there, actually. Let's see. Of course, it's looking in this direction. Let's try to get it to stop perceiving us, which is apparently not gonna work. Gonna chase me now? Yeah, it sure is. Hold on. Okay, I can just get the drop on it that way. Thanks to my handy-dandy throwing functionality for lefts in this game. Or for the bow bomb partner, I mean. If only Bombette in Paper Mario 1 had that same functionality. I don't know if that would actually make any kind of a real difference, but still. Okay, we're not dodging this round, so we are actually gonna have to try to pull off a guard. Or not, never mind. Was just completely negated by the fact that we also have the pretty lucky badge. Can't believe the RNG just stuck shit like that. But I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I've been seeing this over and over again. Time and again. Let's see. Oh yeah, we didn't actually blow up the rock here. Let's do that. Let's see if we can finally find whatever the secret is in this. Yeah, it's a ruin powder. Let's confirm the fact there's not any more treasure here, and there we go, it's confirmed. This part of the moon has been swept clean, I guess. I wonder if it's like actually loops back and forth. Like, I guess it would make some degree of sense if it's supposed to be like a smaller kind of a planetoid that you can just walk the entire circumference of it. And there we go. Oh shit. I was wondering what was with that strike first warning thing, but of course we have to fucking deal with this shit when we have the correct partner out. Let's bring out Gumbella so we can... Oh, we can fail twice in a row to get the frickin' Super Guard out. We have to tackle the Yoks, the Minus Sea Yoks and the Sea Yoks separately, I wonder. Let's tackle the Minus Sea Yoks. Let's actually tackle the Sea Yoks first and see what happens. It's a generic improvement of the original Yoks. Max HP is 7, attack is 4, and defense is 0. Multiple Minus Sea Yoks will appear to protect the main unit, as you'd expect. Sometimes they also restore HP to the main unit, which really burns me up. It doesn't have much HP, but those barriers often protect it from attacks, so... Okay, that doesn't give me HP for the Mini Sea Yoks, though. I guess we're just gonna remove it for now. But we will definitely have to tackle it the next round. Okay, that time the Super Guard worked. Ain't that just the best? So we're just gonna repeat this, but for this guy now. For sure there's a third Yoks variety that's gonna be right here in the X-Node base. We're gonna have to do this for again. It lives to protect the Sea Yoks. There can be as many as 4. HP is 2, attack is 0, and defense is 0. If you don't clear these guys out, you'll never be able to attack the Sea Yoks. Using a multiple strike attack to take them out all at once is totally a good idea. I mean, I respect them for protecting their whatever, but they get no mercy. That's a bit of a nod to the complete ambiguity of the state of being of the Yoks, but... Oh, it's gonna hurt itself, I guess, but also spawn one of its whatevers again. Would you classify those? Not where that remark comes from. Oh Christ, of course these guys will only give 2 XP, that's disappointing. I don't even know where this guy is, okay. And what do you know, we're gonna be attacked from a distance time and again here. Oh, here we are, there's a weird looking building off in the distance. Why would that be here? So we'll need to find a pipe to get there though, so let's look for a pipe. I'm sure it's pretty clear where the pipe would be, but let's see. Yeah, fuck's sake. I don't really like those guys having that much range, as you might have guessed. I'm really gonna have to chomp them out of my super mushrooms that I have right now. I could use a sweet feast or something, but no. Oh Christ. Well, maybe I will have to do that, considering how we fucking just had that happen. Let's do this, actually. Let's clear out the fucking Yoks first, because that's like top priority right here. Let's get rid of this guy. Or not really get rid of him, but just disable him for the foreseeable present. And let's actually pop Sweet Feast for the first time ever, I think. Try to hit hearts and flowers, but don't hit those nasty poison mushrooms. You would be able to tell when they're gonna pop up for a bit of time. Oh, there's one of them right now. Oh, that would fail. I want that, I want that. Of course. They always pop out like right before the fucking... the good stuff comes out too. Can't even attack the guy in the back at all. And there we go. Actually managed to pull off the fucking thing for once, the Super Guard. How long has it been since I was able to do that? of course, because we pretty bullshittily got forced into those two fights at once. We get them both cleared out at once, at least. I guess that's technically a good thing. I'll go ahead and try to at least get the drop on this fucker. Might be more challenging than one might expect, considering the angles to take into consideration here, but now there we go, finally. At least we're able to do this efficiently. This encounter efficiently and remove them as a threat. Go ahead and clear out the pipe. Or clear out the rock, that's very obviously hiding pipe, I guess. And let's see if there's any treasure hidden here. Apparently there is, wouldn't you know it, there's another breakable rock. Presumably. I mean, nope, there's not a breakable rock, but I can actually clearly see a friggin' star piece back there. Okay, get out of that. There's another breakable rock here, but I guess this one doesn't matter. Or maybe it does, never mind. Let's break this. Apparently there's more than just a star piece here, so it would seem. What else could there be, though? Maybe something to do with that rock back there, or this rock in the foreground. Oh Christ, why do you think that I wanted to throw you over to the left there? Hold on. Oh, it's a power punch, but you know it. How full are we of useless items? We're almost full, we only have room for 4 more things. Let's pop a super mushroom after all, I guess. It's a prudent thing to do. And we can also free up a little bit of inventory space that way. I'm pretty sure that no matter which direction you pick here, you are eventually gonna be getting to the place where the building is in the background. Stars sure are pretty here. I wonder if I can find my favorite constellation. I'm such a totally shameless romantic, it's not even funny. Well, but if my estimation is correct, there isn't anything here. Okay, never mind. There's literally no reason for us to take another step into this direction. Would be a total of like 6 screens on the moon's surface, I guess. If I'm right about the whole circumference thing. Just going around, you land on like the opposite end of the moon to where this thing is, basically. What happens if we try to go to the left here? I'll go this way. I'll go very, very fast. Oh no, there's an invisible wall, wouldn't you know it? And here we are. This building is so totally suspicious it hurts. Watch your step, Mario. Oh. I knew there'd be such a weird building on the moon. Kinda crazy, actually. It's got a big glass dome to keep all the air from leaking out. Now that you mention it, we were okay out there with nowhere to breathe. Rather not think about that too much, I guess. Oh, we're in 3 question marks. I was wondering if that sign was gonna just completely vanish, since we, you know, kind of interrupted it with the title, but I guess not. Yeah, here we are. This kind of makes you wonder. Our air lungs were not completely obliterated by the surface of the moon there, since... Oh no, who's that dude? Whoa, that's Mario. Well, let's get him. Question mark. That was not a question. And here's a forced encounter, I guess. It's a good thing that we... I guess it's a good thing, I guess. What I meant to say. That we switched to, or that we got the sapped up thing. I'm pretty sure that what this guy's gonna do is gonna be biting his horse. He's gonna be be immobilized, but they're still gonna be affected by the by that thing, I guess. He's gonna move him buff himself up and maybe even have a chance to attack because of the freaking turn theft that just happened there. And of course we had to waste a turn before we were able to freaking tattle him, but there we go. Elite X-Naut. Creme de la creme of the X-Nauts, I guess. Max HP is 10, attack is 5 and defense is 1. We're so thanks to our improved attack power though, we just have attack power to be able to beat him in one turn. He'll get regular attacks as well as boosting his power or size. Elite X-Nauts are tough, but you just have to smack away until they go down. And at least they do give a pretty decent amount of experience. It's more than I can say for all those fuckers outside, so... I think we will actually be trying to pick a fight with them when we can. But yeah, here we are. Made it to the X-Naut base. If the X-Naut dweebs are here, that's totally it. Then the Crystal Star must be here too, don't you think? And Peach must be here too, unless the... There we go, X-Naut Fortress, with the pretty sick music that it has. Used to be the only way in or out. Stars look really nice through these windows, but I guess now's not the time. I'm pretty sure that we caught a glimpse of these windows before, actually. Let's pop that so we can get a free heal after that fight. And I guess still keep Goombella out so that we can do Boom Tails. I think there's another X-Naut variant here that we technically haven't fought, which is the X-Naut PhD. Guess we're gonna be looking for those guys to tattle next. This is a fortress corridor and elevator connects it to the lower floors. Yes, this fortress extends pretty far beneath the surface of the moon, huh? And I hate Grotus, but I gotta give him some props for a pretty cool evil hideout here. Kinda makes you wonder, it's kinda like Rapture, and like how the fuck did this building manage to get set up? There has to be some kind of deep backstory behind it, right? And yet that particular detail will never be explored. I know this preemptively. Ain't that a stinker? One more freaking point of star power and I'll actually be able to take advantage of the thing. The actual, you know, health recovery power that doesn't cost items or anything. Oh boy. Oh, we did just witness the, oh, there's you go, another super mushroom. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a fair amount of those. Okay. Barely dodged that damage. Sure looks like it was meant to start something. It's booby trapped, I think. Not to totally change this update or anything, but how's your memory, Mario? You have trouble recalling the full path, you ought to maybe leave and re-enter. Okay, so there's the what we were supposed to do if we missed it. But I guess we didn't. Got the elevator key. It's kind of like those rooms in the Game Boy Color Zelda games where you have to like traverse the whole room in such a way that you like paint all the tiles the same color, so it's kind of a variation on little puzzle where you have to just find one path through a sequence that in a straight line that doesn't do, or that does involve never retracing your steps, basically. I guess we're gonna go for sub-level 1. This is not sub-level 1, is it? It's just level 1. Or I think this is the only level, because it doesn't seem to be anything above that, so... Did fight the regular X-Nauts back at the tree, so I guess we're just gonna assume that partner is gonna be able to deal with those guys with no problem. There's Mario at 4 HP. We're gonna have Mario concentrate on the elites. Which of course due to this snobby means that this freaking the game is choosing to dole out the friggin' star points at this point. Means that it's gonna be quite a bit of stalling, I guess, before we get to that sweet level up. Well, let's see. This looks like a storage room for valuables. The crane can grab stuff up there. Should work if you set a gear and place and press those switches in order. Not sure you can handle it. Or no, I am sure you can handle it. It's not exactly moon rocket science here. Or maybe it is, I mean. The gear's under repair, so We better remember this room, because I'm pretty sure we want all of that stuff, but of course we can't actually do anything there yet, because we don't have the gear. Does this have any different... Nope, I guess it doesn't have any different titles. All of these, like, corridor areas are gonna have the same basic title, I guess. Oh, shit, of course we had a wrong elevation, why wouldn't we? Yep, that freaking thing is still... that fireworks display thing is still not doing anything. A little around looking flashy. Can't tell if the guy in the back is an item or not. Okay. It doesn't. Okay, so these guys actually have 2 attacks. They're kind of like the fucking Shy Guys in Paper Mario 1. Like a slightly flashier attack, but apparently, unlike the Shy Guys in that game, no matter which attack they use, they do the same basic amount of damage. There we go, how nice. Enter the access code. Well, we don't have the access code, but if we're gonna use the same basic thing that we had for a password earlier in the game. Maybe that must be the access code. Can't imagine why it wouldn't be. Nope, it's the incorrect access code. So yeah, we can't really do much in the friggin' sub-level 1 right now, other than just realize that we can't do much and also clear out the enemies in the hallway, so... Down to sub-level 2 we go. I'm pretty sure there's at least one more below this place that we can access, because that's where Peach was being held in the sequences that we saw before. So let's see... okay, so there's the guy. What are the PhDs that we also have to tattle? I hope there's more than one, because I'm preemptively attacking this guy. Oh, there is not more than one. I hope he survives that. He did. Good. Let's finish off this guy first. And then, well, hopefully the fucking title doesn't miss. DX, not PhD title here. Guys like this invent all the annoying things we fight. Well, maybe not all of them, I mean, all of them are just like wild animals and stuff. Basically, max HP is 9, attack is 4 and defense is 0. He likes to throw beakers of chemicals. Chemicals do all kinds of stuff like making things huge or burning people. They also use potions to heal himself or make himself impossible to hit, so we think, but... take them out before they boost themselves, even though, I guess, of course he has perfect aim because we got burned there. In spite of the fog. Let's see if we can also hit him in spite of the fog. Apparently we can. Now at least now we're that much closer to hitting another level up. I guess I can make peace with that fact. Let's see. So if we head to the left here, what do we encounter? Oh, another one of these things. And I'm pretty sure the hint for this is on the wall back there. You can kind of see it. This room looks like it was meant to store something. It's booby-trapped, I think. If you wander off the correct path, it looks like you'll take damage, don't you think? Wait, what? Rooms like this always have a hint, though. It's like a law. See anything like that? Nope, nothing whatever. What are you talking about? Let's see. Excuse me, what the fuck? Well, of course. Okay. We're gonna have to do it like... well, I'm gonna be able to get that probably, because... not that it matters, but... I guess we are now if it doesn't disappear before we get there. Sleepy sheep. I guess we can technically use that. It's one of the most useless items in the game. I guess it's better than not having it. How much space do we have? It's gonna be the first thing we throw away if we run out of room, I think. Okay, what's in this direction? Oh shit. I think the answer is yucks that we can fully get the drop on. There we go. I could also use some extra damage or extra healing, but I guess I'm not gonna get that. If only the lucky start had given me that at that point, I would have been quite grateful for that, but apparently that's not gonna be the case. Oh shit, god damn it. I thought I had positioned my foot in such a way that I was going to be able to avoid exactly what just happened, which is to yank the microphone cable, but no. Apparently, the physics that it follows are just complex enough that that was going to happen no matter what. Oh, whatever, I guess I won't cross my foot again. My leg. Ever again while I'm streaming. Learned my lesson there, but it looks like some kind of teleporter. Who knows where that thing would send us? Oh, I wonder. Maybe that's what the X-Nuts used to go between the moon and the Earth. Okay, well there you go. You heard it here first, folks. Mario games take place on Earth. You have to switch it on and then stand on the platform to use it. I can't believe you said that. Okay, yeah, but I'm pretty sure we do have to just do that. Something that I should have been doing for... Oh yeah, there's the gear. I'm sure that the reason that she's detecting something there is because of the gear, but... I mean, this is pretty much what you have to use to travel back and forth between this place and the rest of the game. From here on out, you have to use this teleporter because you'll never guess where this puts you. Where are we anyway? Why, it's that building, of course. We're underneath Rogueport. The X-Nuts use that thing to come here from the moon. I wonder why nobody here ever, noticed that, considering how many people seem to hang around near this place. Well, let's get right back on schedule here. Oh yes, Miss Mouse totally fails to find her place. And I guess try to figure out whether or not the enemies out in the hallway have respawned. Hopefully they haven't. I won't really mind either way. I think they might have. I just heard a, yep, freaking... You know, the exclamation mark thing. Metal Gear Solid sound effect. It's actually completely different, so that's kind of a false equivalent. Or equivalence, I guess, what you would say. Okay, I guess I don't mind it too much either way, because I guess this means that we can actually, you know, get more experience this way. Let's keep on exploring in this direction before we head back to any other places. Hey, it's one of these dudes. Looks like a lab for genetic experimentation. Maybe yucks were made here. Well, probably, since we can kind of see miniature versions of them in the pipes back there. Guess they must have some pretty advanced technology if they can do stuff like that. By the way, do you see up there? One of those ceiling panels is loose. Don't they have some super move or something that can get us up there? Well, way to fucking spoil the mechanics for Zergumbella, but yes, that is indeed what we have to do there. Oh, for fuck's sake, of course he's like, just... pressed up against the back wall there just far enough that you won't fucking get hit if I jump at him like that. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna kill the yucks that hadn't taken any damage yet? Okay, I'll take that. The fuck? That's how much damage he does? Oh, whatever. We're gonna... I'm pretty sure we can't reach so many yucks without jumping, so let's clear this dude out and then... And then get rid of this motherfucker. And it's just a regular yucks, right? I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to do that much damage, considering that we fought them in the fucking... in chapter 2. Okay, well I don't know, can we hurt that many yucks without... nope, without jumping, but maybe we can reach the main yucks body with body respawn attack. Let's see. Nope, apparently we can't, even though he's like only very slightly hovering off the ground. That's not good enough. I'm gonna switch to Goombella. And by sheer coincidence, just miss yet another one of those strikes. It's beams. Rings, I don't even know what to call them. The yucks attacks. Ooh, and now we're at 99 star points, wouldn't you know it? I sure hope we get into a big fight against a party of enemies soon so that we can get the most efficiency out of the next encounter that we're in. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that whatever we're looking for that she's detecting there is gonna be here. Pretty sure this is gonna count as the same room. I think there's gonna be another star piece just kind of tucked away in the corner and not very well hidden, probably. Yep. That it? Apparently, yeah, that is it. So let's see. All down here, all the way on the left, where do we end up? Oh, we end up in a different room that we've not been to yet, actually. That is Mario. This is Rhodos' lab. He must have had his researchers working various potions here. I don't think we should touch any of this stuff, though. One grand move and kaboom. Know what I mean? Although not really. You're just kind of making assumptions there, but... guess that's what you do. Alright, let's... see if we can actually get the drop on one of these fuckers. Maybe even steal the friggin' item that guy has. That might actually come in handy soon. Oh yeah, that wasn't very efficient, but I guess at least we did get some extra BP. Some extra stuff that we can use to get even more levels. There we go. Just kind of immediately knee-jerk go to BP at this point, even though I'm not even sure how much good that's gonna do me, really. HP plus P, damage dodge P, pretty lucky P. What can I invest in this time? I have another damage up P, I think. I don't have any moves or badges that only take 1 point, do I? Nope. If I did, I could invest in Defend plus P yet again, but I think right now what I could just do is, like, I don't know, equip a couple of the things that take only 2 points. It does seem like it might be the best option. I mean, does stacking the Happy Heart badges even do anything? I'm kind of wondering about that. Does it make it happen more frequently, or does it give you more health at a time? It's gonna do something like that, surely. We do have... ooh, Power plus P, actually. Maybe we should take off the Defend plus P and go for that instead. Didn't even realize we had this. Change. That's pretty good, but I don't know if we're really gonna be having that much use out of that. Well, we do have enough for one more batch. I wonder what we should invest in this time. We could go for damage dodge or Pity Flower. Maybe not Pity Flower. Come on. Not like we're really using... I guess we can go with Sap Tap. That probably would be a good idea right now, actually. Keep the workspace orderly, so... something tells me we're not going to be able to do all that much in this room this time around. And freaking Miss Mouse doesn't even think that there's anything in here, so... did we go all the way over here before? I don't remember. I'm guessing that Sap Tap does, like, potentially rule out a bunch of the other stuff that we can get by, that we can get with the, what do you call it? Bunch of the stuff, bunch of the bonuses that we can get with the Lucky Start badge, that's what I'm trying to say. So instead of getting the Sap Tap, well, not a bunch of them, just one, just a freaking electrification one, but that does make it more likely, I guess, that we'll get something that's actually good. Okay, so... drop down an event there, we should be able to get on top of the room, or get on top of the room that has the cog in it, so that's how we're able to get the cog, I'm thinking. Oh, this should be interesting, but we're gonna get a good amount of XP out of this, so I'm not upset or anything. And these guys are gonna get hurt, so it's whatever. Oh, there we go. Well, that guy's gonna die. You get to die first, even though you're the guy that got successful paid off on me. But you are the guy that will actually survive if my partner attacks you, so you get to be the first one to be attacked by me. Ooh, maple syrup. I said maple syrup again, didn't I? It's maple syrup. Only one of those is actually completely phonetically said. I hate this room. There's actually a bit of an Easter egg here, but... hey man, it's times like this that can make me more aware of my surroundings and it gives me pause. Right, well, this is a changing room. I guess even X-Nauts have to change out of their uniforms, but what do you think they look like under those suits? Maybe they're just like ghosts in suits. You ever think about that? There's a ventilation duct in the ceiling at one end. That's not good for privacy. Well, I don't know. That would be kind of necessary, I think, but there isn't anything in this room, right? Even if there is technically a secret we can get in here. I guess we will go for eventually, but for now, let's see what's in this direction, I guess. Is this like Grotus' throne room place? Yeah, it is. Let's see if Miss Mouse detects anything in here. Probably not. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Didn't even get a warning for that. I might as well read this first. This place is a bit overdone. It just screams, hey, I'm an evil mastermind. I wonder if poor Princess Peach got dragged in here before. I mean, we kind of saw that that was in fact the case. Right, so let's take care of this guy. I think this is the final variety of Yoks that you see. And it died in one go, so I guess we don't actually get to see the title for it. Ah, dang, I should have actually held off on that, but I think that might actually be the only Yoks of that type that exists in the game, so I think we might have just missed a unique title there. But oh well, I mean, we're not gonna miss a title permanently, because that's not something that can happen, actually. You might actually get to see something else that's technically only missable if you do stuff like that and, you know, don't title the bosses. But what's this room for? Some kind of office for the X-Naut boss or what? Maybe we should just give it a once-over to make sure we don't miss anything. What's with these tanks full of nibbles? Jeepers, that creeps me out. I guess Grotus is going for a kind of a blowfold vibe there. And apparently there isn't anything else left in this room, so I'm kind of wondering if that red Yoks is gonna respawn. Or if it's dead forever. I'm sure that if it does turn out to be like a completely unique enemy that doesn't respawn, then we can activate this elevator, yeah. Or at least I thought we could, but apparently we can't. What the fuck? Hold on. Maybe we're supposed to insert that into a different place. Opens a door in the X-Naut base, so it's not for the elevator this time. I guess we did find 2 card keys that aren't for the elevator. That's a bit strange. Right, so let's do the thing that we're supposed to do first, I think. Let's head to the left of here and get in the first vent that we come across, which should lead us to the room that has well, let's try to fall through here. Apparently very unsuccessfully, what the fuck. Yeah, there we go, that's how we get the cog. And not the gear, as you might expect it to be called. I was actually right on the money there, but yeah, here we go. Let's head back up to some level 1, I think. Not level 1, but that dialogue went by too quickly for me to actually react to that appropriately. Does have a tendency to do that, I am noticing. I'm not gonna touch anything unless, or until that choice is in front of me. Here we go. Sub-level 1 is where I want to go. Jeez. Alrighty then, let's just get a drop on a few more of these guys for more of that sweet, sweet scratch experience. Not that it'll make a big difference at this point or anything like I usually say, but still. Doesn't mean I can't use it. Do I get at least 3 points? Nope. Unfortunately, it's already gotten to the point where I only get 2 points out of that guy, so that's a major stinker. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to find a way to grant experience that I can get even more overpowered. But here we go. If we place the cog in here, should be able to do something. Okay, I don't know what's up with these buttons actually. Oh, need to do it like this. And you can do that completely just with trial and error, so like there's that many possibilities. And now presumably we can actually play the crane game here. Let's play the best part of Kirby's adventure. Move left for as long as you hold down A, then the crane will move backward for as long as you hold down B. Use the crane well to get the stuff you want. Well, presumably we have unlimited chances, because none of this stuff seems like it should be missable. Is this gonna be good enough to get that badge, or no? Like, no. Oh boy. At least they don't charge you coins for like every time that you want to do this, like in fucking Link's Awakening. It does kind of make you wonder though, like, why something like this exists in the fucking evil villain space. Okay, how about now? That seems reasonably well centered to me. I don't care what you think. Okay, there we go. That feeling fine, I think that is what that badge is called. It's feeling fine and basically stops you from being affected by status ailments, yeah? Yeah. Poison or distance, but I guess you can still be affected by other stuff. Looks like a ribbon in Final Fantasy, but not as good. Let's try to get the other one. Ooh, ain't that a interesting light-up challenge? Did we actually get it on the first try this time? I guess we did, yeah. I don't know why it has to follow its exact same trajectory that it followed before it comes back over to the threshold where it's actually able to drop something, but there we go. Feeling fine, P. More badges to add to the collection. So let's go ahead and get the star piece now. I don't know if we're gonna bother to get all the coins here, but we'll just go for a couple of them. We can use money in this game. Or a fair few good number of things. There we go. Let's go for some of these coins. They're not like that hard to get. Let's actually go for the ones that would be a bit harder to get on purpose first. There we are. Let's get 2 whole coins out of that at least. Or just, you know, clear this whole thing out. Maybe there's something that might happen if you do that. I don't exactly count on it, but now I'm curious now that I've said it out loud. Oh, better get comfortable. It's not like there's anything more that's really stopping me from doing this. Let me check something actually while this friggin' reset animation is going on. Yep, we sure have an extremely uneventful thing going on here. Oh well, let's get this one first. I'm to take another sip of my drink. So yeah, how have you guys been? Anything exciting going on this week? I'd like to hear all about it. Any plans for the weekend? Any metropolitan dwellers with a COVID-related apprehension to leave the house? That has been going on for months, but it's not even that distinct from the usual merely introversion-related apprehension to leave the house. That's something I can definitely relate to. Well, I've got a bit of a thing going on this weekend, of a thing that I had technically began the previous one with some video game music stuff. A big old list that I've been getting ready for months. That's just about a big sampler of pretty much everything from every corner of the adventure game genre and beyond. You know, I recently read something kind of interesting about that genre. That's that apparently there's some circles where there's basically no distinction between like straight up adventure, which is just kind of story based, and puzzle plot progression based stuff, and stuff that involves a bit more action, which in some circles you would call action adventure. I'm gonna finish off my tea here. Bit of water. But I don't know, genres, especially in stuff like video games, that's kind of a, I guess, a niche in the world of consumption even today, if you can believe that. Actually, shoot, did we even get anything from up there that's gonna help us proceed? I don't think we did. Hold on, let's check out level 1 again. But yeah, genre of video games can be a bit iffy, especially when it comes to stuff that might be related to the adventure game genre as a whole, because the history of that is kind of weird. It's like it began as interactive. Fuck's sake. Of course, that didn't count. I guess what we today now call interactive fiction was originally the entirety of what adventure games were, because it's just like text, completely text-based and text parser gameplay-based games, like fucking, I don't know, Lurking Horror, or Sork, the original Sork, or I don't know, what's another good example? That's a good question, actually. How many more of those can I name? What's are these all for attack power, or was one of them for defense power? Okay, no, they're both for attack power, so shouldn't be a problem. Which other ones do I know? Calder's fucking soft porn adventure, a completely text-based game, which is technically the basis for the Leisure Suit Larry series, or at least the first one, so yes. Maybe we don't have the access code for this fucking place, so yeah, we just have no input. But beyond those 3 examples that I just named, and not even all at once, I'm wondering if there's anything else that I can think of even. I guess there's one that I've never actually played, but at least I've heard of, and probably a lot of other people have by osmosis, is one called Account, which is apparently a vampire one, and I only know that it exists. I never played it, but I know that it exists because of it was featured on an Angry Video Game Nerd episode. But is there anything else that I've actually like played or looked into by myself that's in that kind of wheelhouse? I'm thinking about that now. So I'm actually thinking to have like a big old marathon of adventure games related stuff on the channel soon. Kind of giving more of an excuse to adhere to the retro tag category thing. It's a category, not a tag. That's the actual quote-unquote proper usage of that in this context, I think. I don't know if I would ever actually want to play one of those interactive fiction games for the stream, though. Like, I'm gonna play stuff like, I don't know, the original Mac version of Uninvited, which is well, Uninvited and a lot of those other like they were called Mac Adventures. I'm pretty sure that they were all made by like a specific developer, though. They all had the same kind of style. Uninvited and Shadowgate and Deja Vu 1 and 2. I actually played the entire Shadowgate series, basically, and it hasn't gotten any bigger since then, a few years back. When I was on my original streaming account. It's been so dang long since then, I'm pretty sure. And it wasn't even on this account, you know, that I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be a problem to just do that again. Okay, so I'm actually a little bit lost now because we're supposed to be using a couple of keys that we found. But can't do anything here even. I think I've actually run into any locked doors, so a bit of a loss here. I'm pretty sure that one of these like floppy disk or 3.5-inch disk kind of props were also in that house in Poshley Heights. That was supposed to be like the very intricately detailed house. Yes, that's a joke that one of the unique props from elsewhere in the game was also in that very room for no particular reason other than to say that it was more closely detailed. Yikes. Can't use an elevator yet. Okay, that's the locker room, right? Which room is this? This is the room with the teleporter. I'm a little bit confused, actually. That's a locker room, that's a room with the teleporter, and this is the room with the potions that we wanted to speech, yeah? Yeah. Some time back when, but if we go in here, it's one of the booby-trapped rooms that isn't actually active anymore because we solved it. Shoot, I guess I'm actually a bit of a loss as to where I'm supposed to go next. Let's see. Let's check out sublevel 1 one more time, because we do have the one thing in sublevel 1, which is the password lock door, but I don't really have any idea what the password could be. I haven't found any clue as to that at this point. Unless we have, and I just been ignoring it. Hold on. There's nothing here, but let's check one thing, because I don't think there's anything else in this floor, actually. Let me take a quick sweep of the hallway to confirm that there is indeed nothing else left. There's just that one locked door, and I'm pretty sure that if I go to the top floor, there's also like nowhere that I haven't been to yet. Let's go to the level 2 again. Let's check the potions room one more time, just to check a suspicion of mine. Is it the one that's just immediately to the left? Okay, here we go. Keep the workspace orderly. Is that the whole thing, though? I have some stuff to do, so I'm not coming into work tomorrow, and that's that. That's nice. And leaving the lab, always do your all-point inspection in the loudest voice possible. There goes all the sticky notes. Now there's one more here. Notice of new seminar. Galloping toward an era of risk-free potions. Participation is not voluntary. Okay, well, I was actually kind of hoping that one of these would have some kind of a hint as to what the password was. Well, apparently the sticky notes don't have any hints as to that, so I guess I'm kind of back to square one here. Guess we're gonna check the other rooms for sticky notes, because I get the feeling that there might be a few more of those that we missed. One of these rooms also had like a table. I think it was like called. Oh no, I was gonna say. I think it was the one all the way on the left. No, there's actually 4 rooms, so there was only 3 for some reason. Are there any sticky notes in here? There are no sticky notes in here. A bit of a loss as to what I'm supposed to be doing, even more so now. Jeez, my throat. Always fails to come through at the best times. Still don't have the elevator key in spite of all the extra stuff that we do have. Oh, okay, here we go. There's a couple of sticky notes. How to activate the switch left, right, middle, do not forget. Anything else? Today's code is 014029. That does not seem to be in any way related to today's date, so I'm guessing that's just completely predetermined. Alright. I guess we finally managed to find the code, after all. Let's go and make use of it before we do anything else. 014029. Let me check something else real quick, actually. This. That as well. Huh. Thought something was gonna happen around this time, but I guess I was incorrect in that regard. Go to level 1. Or we can, actually use the code and all that. Should be good enough, right? Yeah. That doesn't even fill up the whole threshold of usable letters there. But here we go. Now this is different. What's this room for, huh? I feel like I've seen that face somewhere before. Well, forget about it, I guess. Nothing bad can happen here, even though this looks exactly like, another place we've been in quite a long time ago. I don't think there's anything in here, sweetie. Well, we'll see about that. Especially once we interact with this guy. I think much like in the first time, I don't think there's a real incentive for us to lose this. So. Came here to get the elevator key so we can access the computer room. I thought so. Well, then you're gonna have to beat me to get it. If you lose, your life is mine. You hear me? Mine. So what do you say? Challenge this chump. You're mine now. Here we go again. It's a quiz show in this game. Round 2. Here we go, folks. The main event, the 66th annual quirk quiz. I don't remember if that's the same thing that the previous one was called, but... Maybe if you get 5 correct answers to the following questions, you win. But if you get just 3 wrong answers, you're toast. You don't want to be toast, folks. Well, what are we waiting for? Here we go. Question number 1. Exactly what's hidden here? Well, you just told me that it was the elevator key, not the monkey. I mean, you just told me that, so... You're correct, crud. But that was an easy one. You won't do so well on the next one, I guarantee it. Here we go, sucker. I'm gonna try to see all the questions here, even though I'll try not to lose. Question number 2. What's the name of the girl in Purple who's waiting patiently for Coops' return? That's an easy one. You're correct, crud. Of course, that kind of raises the question of how you would know that, but... Question 3. Goomba, Lava Bubble, Buzzy Beetle, and Boo. How many feet do they have in total? Well, let's see. Goomba has 2. Lava Bubble has 0. Buzzy Beetle has 4, so that's 6. And Boo has 0, so it's 6 total. Defeat, no. It might be agony of defeat, but... Here we are. That was an easy one. Here we go, sucker. Time for the next one. We're on to question 4. It's elementary for non-idiots. Or was the one the only die monster? I'm pretty sure it wasn't Hooktail's belly. The first time that you get in the game. Correct, you jerk. You already gotten 4. Correct, you kidding me. Gonna toss an extra hard one your way. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple wrong just to see what all the questions are. Now question 5. What was the name of the very first champion at the Glitzville Arena? Prince Smosh. I'm pretty sure it was Prince Smosh, so... It's Marsh, one that we could considerably get wrong. You're dumber than dumb. 3 strikes and you're out, loser. Here's the next one. What did Francesca and Frankie from Rocker lose on Keyhole Key? It was a ring, but a bling. Well, if only I could actually say that was true, but no. One more slip and you're done for, Junior Nerd. Just one more. There we go, okay. So let's see the super difficult final question. What number question is this? Well, it says all right there, it's the exact same fucking question as when we get to the end there. At the end of the previous quiz show. That's question 7. Literally just look at the fucking trivia thing. It's 5 correct answers. Crud, you win. So mad right now, I can hardly see straight. I lose. Fine, but I really hate you. Take this, you bum. There you go. It's all point of coming here, the elevator key. And there we go. Managed to find something else in here. Before I do proceed, I do kind of want to do something. And just to try it. I have to use this elevator key on sub-level 2, but... As you might recall, something else that is on sub-level 2 is the transporter, which As we learned just a little while ago, apparently if we use the transporter and then come back here. Which, Christ, is in the middle left room, I guess, and not in the other one that I was thinking of there. Basically wanted to figure out whether or not the red Yox in the throne room is going to respawn. And if it doesn't, then I guess I can take a quick time out to go to Professor Frankly's house and go pick up the forever locked away from us tattle from the trash can, because that's how you get it if you miss a tattle. You can actually, like, permanently miss tattles in this, because if you beat a unique enemy without getting its tattle, then you can still get it in your tattle log with, by doing that, finding it in the trash can. Which is what I used to do all the time when I played this as a kid, because I was very paranoid about doing all the battles as efficiently as possible. Which involved never tattling and just keeping track of all the information about the enemy's HP and junk by myself, but that's no longer the case, especially since I'm trying to, 100% everything. In this game, tattling is kind of necessary. Because there's tons and tons of enemies who the only way that you can get them in your tattle log is by, actually tattling them yourself. But yeah, you can actually activate the elevator now, but let's check the throne room again, as I said. And see if the red Yox has returned so that I can actually go away with it now. This will also take a very brief beating from these guys. At least partially, so eliminate the ones that actually could have used items against me. How dare they even suggest that that's a possibility? Oh well, we got one of these slot machine things correct when we don't actually need it much for anything. We get 4 more audience members, and that's it. Big difference. Okay, this guy's not gonna attack. This guy also not going to attack. Okay, there we go. Actually, get out of this fight completely unscathed. I can't believe they just wasted their turn like that. And we even get a pretty good amount of experience from that battle because, they come in numbers and they're actually not complete weaklings. We're almost halfway to yet another level. I might actually spend a couple of more levels, like actually getting permanent health upgrades. Or flower point upgrades, I don't know. Oh, hey, he does respond, so let's just run into him. And I guess that he wouldn't have that title show up in the trash can then if you can just get him to reappear. X-Yox. I think we need to kind of stall a little bit to get a mini X-Yox to appear though. It's an X-Yox. I hear that this is read as Cross-Yox, not as X-Yox. Well, fuck you. I'm reading it as X-Yox. It's like people trying to tell me that, no, it's actually the Keyblade. Or it's read like fucking Union Cross Kingdom Hearts bullshit. No, it's an X. I'm gonna say X. Anyway, this is a new Yox. Or do you want me to say new U-Cross? Designed to protect extra important areas, or across-try important areas. Or designed to be unbeatable, or not. HP is 10, attack is 3, and defense is 1. You can produce 2 mini X-Yoxes at once, and it has an excellent success rate of immobilizing opponents, so we gotta do something about that if we're gonna win. Well, we can just take a quick, unsuccessful, attack against it. And just let it survive so that we can tattle the mini X-Yoxes as well. I guess I'm still calling them that. Screw this thing. What's a mini X-Yox? Lives with the X-Yox, so up to 4 can guard it. Mouse HP is 1, attack is 0, and defense is 0. You can't attack the main unit until you clear these annoying pests out. Use multiple strike attacks to take him out all at once. I guess we will have to do that now, actually, so... Let's see... What kind of items do we have? Do we have any items that are for, I guess Thunder Rage? Or hitting multiple stuff at once, but I guess that might actually be the only one. Earthquake would be useless here. I guess Stopwatch, maybe? This would actually be quite useful if it works. It might be like one of the few places in the game where it's actually a good idea to use one of these, but Oh, there we go. Oh, that guy. An immobilized slot, oh, for fuck's sake. And apparently so did I. Well, the immobilization didn't do jack shit because... Christ. Apparently this thing is still gonna be able to toss out more of those babies, independently of what we do. Oh, yes, Gumball is just kinda stuck in immobilization limbo, so... This is actually a bit of a problem. I'd actually not be able to beat this if it just keeps on... doing this. Even if I use an attack to clear out all of these little dudes at once, then that's still not gonna hit the guy in the middle. And if his attacks keep on immobilizing Gumbella, then... and resetting the immobilization timer, which apparently they will. We're never gonna be able to get enough attacks enough in quick succession to be able to... I think we're gonna run away because... I think we've straight up hit a stalemate there. And then we just beat it. Now that we got the we were after before, which is the title. Fuck this guy. We just ended up losing a bunch of health for Gumbella there. That was the only thing that resulted from that fight. Ain't that just the best news? Oh well, whatever. Let's keep going. I mean, I could show off the bonus stuff that... Looney story that shows up in the dressing room there, but I don't see much of a point in doing that at this particular time. Considering... It's a shame, really, but I think we'll move on. Okay, so level 3 and 4, so there's 2 other floors apparently that we can reach with this, that we haven't been to before. Let's check it out. Apparently this is all the same room still, technically, so we don't get any new readouts from it. Let's see, I wonder if Gumblella's gonna be getting any health back from, I don't know, Happy Heart P do we even have to equip right now? If I had to imagine, I'd say we probably do. Gonna throw that at me? No, he's gonna, which is a completely futile exercise considering how he had full health there. But hey, who am I to complain? It works completely in my favor. The artificial idiocy is actually completely fine by me. Oh goodness, don't you know it, this is gonna be a... Booby trap room, and if you stay in the tiles that were lit up I think you'll be okay, but we should totally go first one way or the other, yeah, because this, well, apparently that was... incorrect, that's a good start. Oh. Let's see, apparently we're gonna have to do this in a very careful sort of way. Oh, for the love fuck. Well, we're not gonna be able to get that now, I guess. Or at least not until we reset this. It's pretty stupid. Not going in that direction, even though it was in the opposite direction that should have launched it. Whatever. It's only gonna be busy work, but shouldn't be much of a problem to deal with. Should go and yeah, go back just to fuck with you. This is nice enough to go all the way to the edge of the room there when it's moving vertically. Oh no, it's another one of these things. Coming back. Had a pretty inopportune moment. Well, whatever, it'll be gone soon. Card key, there we go. You know, we keep getting these card keys, but we've not really been using any of these keys that are for doors yet, only the one that's for the elevator. And I'm pretty sure there isn't gonna be anything else in here, but might as well just confirm it. Yep. And same for this room, which we've actually titled that room before, you know, the big corridor area before multiple times, so it's a bit of a moot point, but I don't know, it's still something that I feel compelled to look into again, I suppose. I don't know, fucking moon yuxus. Well, at least these guys shouldn't be a problem. With our freaking partner attack up or whatever. Power plus P. Let's see. What lies beyond the end of this corridor in the... Oh, here we go. 3 panels here. That means we need 3 card keys. There must be something pretty important behind this door to have such security. I'll say. I think we actually have 3 card keys here. Yeah. Let's just try putting them all here and see what we end up finding. Might actually be like the final objective here, but maybe not. I'm pretty sure that if there is, there should still be like a chance for me to save before we head any further within. Well, apparently it's this room. Oh shoot. It's not factory. They make all kinds of stuff here. It's pretty complicated, what with the crane and the pipe and all those gears. Maybe we should just take this room one bit at a time, don't you think? Okay, so there is actually at least a bit more of a stretch to traverse beyond that point, so why don't we go back and head to the lowest level that we can reach via the elevator right now. But we can take a look around at what's down there. I have a feeling it might be a good idea to do that just now. Yes, first we can go to the left, which is where Peach was being held. I wonder if this place is being inhabited by other people now. Nope, but it does have this music still. What this room's for? There are beds and lockers, but we can't nap here. There's nothing else real here, really. Oh. Weird thing is, it kind of smells nice in here. Why do you think that is? Oh, I wonder. Was there any treasure left over in here that we couldn't claim? I suppose not. And look at that, the bath is still here. Oh, and the X-Note is here too. Let's get the readout of the room first, I guess. Shower room. Guess every evil guy base of Ultimate Doom needs one. Because you're evil doesn't mean you enjoy BO, you know what I mean? Oh, maybe it does. I think that would be a pretty good correlation there, as a matter of fact, but I guess not everyone would agree. I don't know who those everyone's would be, but unfortunately I must assume that they are extant. Okay, there we go. I guess there was just like one elite in here. Let's go say hi to all tech. I don't think that there was any indication that there was anything else in this floor, so sure do wonder what else. Oh, the door is locked. I guess we can't go say hi to all tech. Actually go to sub-level 2. This might actually be a slightly better time for me to finally do the thing that I was holding off on previously. Which is to go to the right of the elevator, I think. If we go to the right of the second elevator on this floor, that does... Okay, no, never mind. That is actually right next to the far end of the rooms here. I guess the rooms in the middle are between the 2 elevators and not... I don't have a different layout. I don't know how else I could finish that sentence, but let's clear this guy out first, I guess. I need for us to try and get any more titles from this fight this time around, so let's just be expeditious with our work here. Just head upwards into this. And finally... Maybe I was too hasty. 1 second. Oh, we did manage to clear out that room again, at least. was too hasty. Shows what I know. Let's actually go into the factory area then. Let's check something, actually, just eyeball it here. Okay. Okay. Let's just take a quick look in here. What could lie beyond this point? Other than this one guy that we kind of glimpsed, but we, I guess, didn't actually engage. Here we go. There we are. Oh, we can actually... Oh, there we go, we got the full health refill for Goombella at least. Actually was good usage of stuff there. That bonus, which is not something I've been able to say very frequently lately. Okay. I'm guessing that we can get in here through the bars here. What if we can't necessarily do an awful lot more at the moment? It's a bit strange, actually. I guess we can press the switch by throwing Bobbery there. Yeah, should be able to make it through. Not gonna make that startup. I'm shifting the position of my legs now. Hopefully that doesn't make any cable yanks that I can't control. And there we go. Should be quite a bit of treasure in this room. I've kind of scattered around, so using that, yep. I'll be able to at least detect some.